Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to day 4 of ProBots here on ES Champ ProBots. That is right. We are here for some exciting games, and if you are celebrating today, thank you for having a great day. Hopefully you're eating some good food. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. And I am thankful that I get to watch some games with you, Ender Sword. Well, I'll watch the games and tell you about them because you're going to have a little trouble, I think, seeing them.
Yeah, maybe.
Ender Sword had his eyeballs removed, and they're replaced with robotic eyeballs, actually. He's got some cool little robot stuff going on now. How's that working out for you?
I can see it looks a lot to me like Geordi LaForge from Star Trek.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like that. So I can sense heat a little better, and I think I can see the matrix now.
Nice.
It's just lines of dripping green code.
I knew it was real.
But,
I knew it.
Yeah.
That proves it, everybody. It's real. Ender Sword has seen it.
Should be good.
All right.
We'll see. And I, of course, will keep these on during the game, but then commentate perfectly to prove that that is correct.
I will make sure that he keeps them on. I'll keep him honest.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Yeah, like the vid, subscribe, etc., etc., all that. Thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel here. And I hope you are all ready for some exciting ProBot games. Ender Sword, we're diving back up into our upper brackets today, into our winner matches.
We are in the winners matches. This will determine who goes into those playoff brackets first.
Mm-hmm.
And we get
our first top 4.
Some good ones. Yeah,
exactly. Or first top 8. First of the top 8.
First of the round. Yeah, round of 8.
Round of 8.
Yeah.
And disclaimer, every bot here is a winner. I just want you all to know that. I'm very proud of all these bots so far.
Yeah, but literally it's true.
It's true.
Because they won to get there.
That's true. Every bot here is a winner. So yeah, it's all true. No, every bot in the whole season, Ender Sword, they're all winners in my eyes.
Even the losers?
Even the losers are winners. Okay. Because they brought
me... They still had to win to get here.
Some amazing games. And they had to win to get here. That's true. They did have to win something to get here. So I'm still correct. Anyway, here's our games tonight. We are going to be starting things off with a banger tonight.
Yeah.
-0 versus Spud.
Yes.
What are you thinking about this one?
I mean, obviously -0 super strong. Spud can come up with some clever and also very sturdy play. Mm-hmm. My inclination is obviously towards -0. I think everyone has to think that a negative number on a 0 is a favorite to win. But a potato could surprise you.
Isn't that an imaginary number? Is it even real?
I don't even know if it counts as an imaginary number. It counts as imaginary? Because the square root of -1 is an imaginary number, but -0 doesn't really have even a coherent theoretical value.
Does it exist?
It's really just 0. Yeah. So I don't think it is an imaginary number.
Well, this is going to be a great first game to start things off. This could be Spud's season. If he can do something here, he's already done really well to get here. Obviously -0 is a tough contender, but I think Spud could be having some luck.'s been around for a long time. This is his 7th season, I believe. So we could see something good out of Spud soon.
Exactly.
All right, well, and you all saw the other games. We've got a lot of great games tonight. 4 best of 3s. No eliminations tonight, so everybody can relax a little bit. We just have, again, just winners tonight. Everyone's moved. We've got 4 bots moving on. 4 bots will get another chance to entertain us next week, where we will see some more eliminations. So make sure you follow the channel, subscribe, whatever it's called. And thank you to our Crown Club for being here and for supporting as well. We really appreciate y'all helping us out and keeping things going. We love doing the show for you, and we're very thankful that you all keep coming and watching, and hopefully you're all having a good time watching these games. I know I'm having a great time. This has been an awesome season so far.
I hope they're all around their American family tables.
Yeah, Mom, Dad, shut up. I'm watching ProBots.
Yeah, convincing them to watch ProBots instead of, I don't know.
Grandma's like, what's a ProBot?
That's it. And then just explain it to your, I don't know, racist uncle or something, which I think is also an American tradition.
That is very deep in our
just get
roots.
the family, to give thanks for for the Google API that makes this possible.
There you go. Well, we saw -0's stats there. Did we see Spud's stats? Oh no, wait, we're seeing -0 stats right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is negative. Well, I am negative. I'm seeing them just fine. -0 is doing good. His ELO, guess what it is, Ender Sword?
Is it 2192?
Ooh, you're close. It's 2006. It is over 2000. So
Okay.
he is.
I was
he
thinking
is up
last
there.
season because I think they're a bit lower than they were the season prior because they were longer into it. But yeah, okay.
No, he's looking, and I think the highest ELO is Eris at like 21 or 2200 or something. So, hey, to be that high on the ladder is good. And all these, the ELO, in case anybody doesn't know, does come from AIarena.net, the AI Arena ladder. Go check it out. There's the Twitch stream constantly running 24/7, and you can see these bots playing against each other, against a lot of other bots. There's tons of bots on that ladder. And we saw Spud's stats there. He's looking really good too. He's got that 1731 ELO. And 0% crash percentage, so he will not crash. If I know anything tonight, he will not crash.
Spud.
I'm going to go ahead and put my
Spud.
money on that. So,
Yeah.
Solid Spud. All right, I think we're just about ready, everybody. Once again, thank you for joining us, especially if you are sitting at the Thanksgiving dinner table and watching. We appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a good day, eating a lot of good food. And if you're not celebrating, go eat some good food anyway and have a good day and maybe get a drink because we have some epic games coming up. And Endersword is just gonna sense it with the Force or whatever he's got going on.
That's it. I think I rewatched like Rogue One, and I'm just gonna roll with it like that, dude.
You know, people not gonna. I will argue that is one of the best Star Wars
really
movies
is.
to date.
It's a
like
weird,
as a standalone movie, it's phenomenal.
a weird storytelling structure.
I thought it worked.
Especially into the end. I've heard it described. I think it was that the girl that has a Star Wars channel, Jenny Nicholson or something. She summed it up as like it's like watching a Civil War movie for like 2.5 hours, but then the last scene is like a Confederate general killing everybody, and yet somehow you applaud it.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like because the best
freedom
scene,
fighters, Endersword, they're freedom fighters. All right, the timer's up. We're gonna hop into this first best of 3, and then we'll talk more Star Wars.
Yeah.
Thank you all once again for tuning in to day 4 of ProBots here on ES Champ ProBots.
Yeah,
Let's go and dive into one with the Force, and we're gonna be one with -0 and Spud right now. Let's go. Mind me's.
-0.
Spuds.
Spud.
All right, welcome everybody again to ES Champ ProBots. Welcome to Hardwire, or our first game of the day here. Fun thing, Phantom, we actually can't cast from audio. That makes this even more impressive on Endersword's end, because we don't have any on our end.
Yeah.
You all have some nice audio, but we
No
get
audio
nothing.
for us.
We get nothing.
Yeah.
So, no, Endersword's just he's gonna do his best here and sense it all. He's gonna do a great job, though. I believe in you, Endersword.
That I do use. Yeah, I can do it with audio cues like a speedrunner, but
Well, you've
get
seen so
nothing.
many StarCraft games by this point.
I
You
can
can
just
you've pretty much
imagine.
seen them all. You can just imagine
yeah,
it.
just imagine.
We're on
what's happening.
Hardwire. You know what that looks like.
Yeah,
You know
so
what
I-
a probe looks like going across and scouting.
And I
like-
assume it is. And the rush distance on that map probably right about now.
yeah, he's right
Yeah.
in the base now.
Okay.
There you go. See,
I think-
it's
I think
second
that's
nature
a-
to you at this point.
Yeah, I think that's a 35-second one.
Yeah, roughly.
So that sounds about right.
-0 is getting a good scout here, and -0 is one of the more reactive bots, I think, right? As far as, oh, I see this, now I got to do this scenario, and he makes a lot of really good decisions in that regard, I think, as well. So yeah, no, it doesn't see anything out of the ordinary though. Undersword, yeah, he's in the Matrix.
Yeah,
Remember,
just reading the code.
Undersword is in the Matrix reading the
Yeah,
code.
I've got it installed. Like I've got a direct API to the game, so I'm seeing the layers of it.
Oh, something really big note to keep in mind here. We have updates. These bots have been updated and improved. Well, I'm assuming they have the chance to update and improve. So I'm assuming most, if not all bots, did submit some updates here. And that's going to change things a little bit, from what we saw last week. We saw -0, obviously, with some really strong aggressive. I think he was a little aggressive last week. Didn't he do a little immortal play? And
Yeah.
oh, I'm trying to remember. He can do everything. -0 can do just about
Yeah,
anything.
I think there were a lot of bug fixes for -0. Some of them surrounding the shield battery, because we did see a dropped game in the very
that's
first
right.
week, right? And it
Yep.
was largely like shield battery distance and a relation to understanding where they were and whatever. So yeah, so there was like one of them was fixed a bug with the shield battery causing units to think they weren't in danger. So
And that's not good.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess that makes sense. Is a lot of the game, or the way that I think the code works for the game, is things register that they've taken a hit. Like they know the damage that was done to them and whatever. But if there's something there instantly healing them, they may be unaware of it, because especially in some cases, like we've talked about bunker a lot, that you can't tell if it's loaded.
Yeah,
And
you
so
don't know
can
if
really
anything's in
only
there.
sense that you're being shot by something, like to know.
Well, and you can only assume, oh yeah, I'm getting hit, but I don't see anything. But if there is something else nearby, then you would maybe assume that, but it's not in range, and it gets complicated. Definitely. All right, well, things are shaping up nicely here. We've got 2 bases for both of our bots here for even supply. So, yeah, no cheeses. We've seen a lot of cheesy stuff so far this season, but this is going to be a standard start. We're going to start things off really normally here, and both bots want to play it a little bit safer, which is a good way to go. They've got plenty of breathing room here. You might as well take it slow and, let's get a nice solid macro win. I like it. Blink on the way. We don't see too much Blink in action. This could be a good map for that. You can blink up into the main base from that third base mineral line. You could do just a lot of really fancy Blink micro. These bots can obviously do this a lot better than humans. So it could be fun to see 30 stalkers just going at it with Blink here. He's got, what does he have, 6 so far? And there's the Warp Prism, so more to come. And it's hard when you can't see the game, isn't it?
It is tough. I mean, that sounds about right, like 6-ish. Hoping that we get some sort of Prism micro with some of these, and he's probably, I'd imagine, now's around the timing that you'd have Blink finishing up.
We have not seen. Oh, does he know? Yep, there it goes. He knows. Spud knows it's there. Obviously, the bot can sense that shimmer, so he was able to pick that off. What was I just gonna say? I just totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, the Warp Prisms. That one game we saw weeks ago, where it was last season, wasn't it? Where it was like 4 Warp Prisms with a bunch of stalkers. We have yet to see another attempt at something like that.
Yeah, we haven't yet.
And I think there's a lot of potential there, because you can dodge shots, you can dodge Marauder shots, and all sorts of things with that Warp Prism. So imagine in the hands of a bot with like just an army of 5 Warp Prisms, bunch of stalkers or immortals, just ranged units, things that you can pop up and down and shoot.
Spud wanted to be sneaky. He'd drop himself.
Oh, here he goes. He is dropping.
See what he can get.
This is a nice little drop here. Not a lot of defense. The stalker seems to be afraid of it. So the probes are left to, I guess, body block for the stalker. The stalker's got his own little personal security detail, and a lot of them died for it. Oh, but the medevac loads up. That was an interesting execution there. Yeah, just loaded up and didn't leave.
Yeah, I think still, I mean, obviously still a good trade. I think
that was a good trade.
To kill 11 probes is excellent.
Oh, yeah.
The prime number, and that's always part of it. It's always great to get your medevac out, even if you leave the troops. And usually, maybe not usually, but that's often what you'll see a player do if they realize that there's kind of a, you're not escaping from this, but you want to push it to the end. They'll just take the medevac out, but leave the troops there to tank while it escapes, because that's your only expensive part of that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. There's a lot. Yeah, I'm looking at these updates for -0. A lot of little bug fixes. Just failed to detect duplicate actions. Helps reduce the APM and APM related issues, stuff like that. Reworked micro. Less likely to do the enemy on the high ground with extra units. Yeah, just a lot of little fixes Oh, he's working on disruptors. Oh, Ender Sword. Ooh, I would love to see some disruptor play. We have not yet seen.
Pretty cool.
A lot. Oh, we've got Glaives finishing up, actually. I just noticed that there. So, oh, maybe a swarm of Adepts will be coming in to join these Stalkers. Still Stalkers, just pretty much primarily Stalkers warping in, I think. Man, yeah, I'm reading. This is a long list here. Mind me, you are busy. You are working hard, man.
A lot of updates over the past little bit on this one. And
Well
yeah,
done.
a lot of them relatively small things, it looks like, but I think
Oh, yeah, adding sentries,
pretty
oracles.
impactful. Yeah.
Added more bugs than problems that he fixed. So yeah, some good additions here. I like it. Good stuff. And Spud did get some updates as well. Spud did some adjustments to his build, so he worked on some more build-specific things against Protoss and Zerg. So that's good that he worked on his versus Protoss game here against -0. And things are looking really good for both these bots. Both have been pretty passive. Obviously, a couple little skirmishes here or there. But supplies pretty even, killing those workers. I think you're right. I think that was totally worth it, and it really gave Spud a little bit of an advantage for a while. Now, obviously, -0's kind of caught back up to that, but it gave Spud a lot of breathing room and a lot of time just to make sure that he's going to have, hopefully, something to deal with this. Look at that ball of Stalkers, Endersword.
Yeah, it's quite
huge.
Quite the ball there.
Huge.
But I wouldn't want to put that up against, like, so far there's nothing really with this. He's getting the robo
Sentries. Yeah, nothing else
the
really.
sentries are okay, but I don't know. Like, again, you're not going to get like force fields.
Well, that'll be great for
That'll
Guardian
just be
Shield,
for
especially
Guardian Shield.
against the all this range stuff that's out. So that's a good addition to at least have a couple.
Yeah,
It's really smart. It's
yeah,
up, man.
it's the
what's
tanks that I'm concerned with. Like, if there's
Is
enough bio, and you could get a few tanks behind, then the stalkers really don't do well.
I was going to ask you, do you think the tanks or the bio is going to be more important to deal with this?
The bio tanks for the tanks, in a sense. So if they get up to position,
How
here,
did Spud sneak around
Yeah.
so effectively? He just snuck through, and now Mind Me's like, oh, geez, you just got into my base. Spud has a smaller army, so he could get very easily cleaned up here if he's not positioned correctly. One tank is really exposed on the low ground. That's going to die really quickly.
Yeah, so three.
But Spud's going to get the base, I think.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Oh, he
the
gets
base. It'll be
That's
down
good.
to, can this position be taken out or evacuated?
Oh, no, the Stalkers
he's
are
gonna-
afraid to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not again.
Now he can't get too far ahead of his own tanks, or this happens.
Okay, here we go.
which he's
Okay,
got
the
collapses
Stalkers
on
are getting the
backbone.
tanks. Nice.
Yeah. So now in a full surround, even
Now
with
they're
the Cheeto cannon
fighting.
wearing off, yeah, now he can be cleaned up. That was the concern there. If you're fighting in a static place, it was hard for that back to come in. But
Gotcha.
once they got far away from it, they could blink onto the tanks and just roast
Ooh,
it. But getting
man.
the base is still pretty good. It wasn't a gigantic, like, outsized loss, but he just basically can't. He has to avoid losing, like, right now during this counter push.
I was a little bit afraid there. I thought the Stalkers weren't going to engage, but they did finally collapse. And now on the tanks and the bio, and now they're pushing this base, yeah. And I think -0 should just be able to keep pushing through here with the blink micro. Wait, is he even blinking? Okay, he's blinking. There he goes.
Yeah.
He's doing a little bit of blink, a little bit of stutter. They're trying to shoot and pull back every time. You see, every time a Stalker shoots, it tries to pull back, sometimes to the detriment of the other Stalkers. I think they're kind of
He'll get in
blocking
now,
the
but
zone.
that was a
through.
good fight just because
He's
of that
through.
one tank. And then we get the backups here, but there's no more bio really with this.
Yeah, I think there's enough,
a little-
though. It's
yeah, it might be
scrappy, but the Stalkers are really hurt right now, so even a couple Marauders can do a lot of damage to these Stalkers. That one Colossus is just kicking ass right now, though. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know if he can stop the Colossus. He doesn't have Vikings or anything.
Yeah, he had the
doesn't-
one, but they can't get close enough since the
Yeah.
Stalkers are there. The one Immortal there is going to help as well, even because if you get one or two tanks back out to try and help you hold it, single Immortal is good enough for that.
Nice
If he
follow
had-
through.
Yeah, if he had the ability to collapse back and have the three tanks fighting in unison, then he probably could have held this, but they were strung out a little too far.
Well, even if he did hold it, there's Tempest on the way now. So that would have really, I think, sealed the deal. Unless, again, you have a really high Viking count or some kind of anti-air. The Tempests are a phenomenal way to follow this up, and Spud held on and took a really good fight. And I'm so amazed that he started that whole thing off really well by sneaking all the way through Negative Zero's defenses, picking off the base, taking a decent engagement at the start. Again, the Stalkers seemed to be a little bit afraid of everything, but in the end, yeah, Negative Zero was able to clean that up and then just barrel through, and now can keep warping in Stalkers. Just that one Colossus is all he really needs, I guess. How many kills does that Colossus have? Oh, there's the second one. Okay.
A lot.
How many kills did that guy get? What was that? 30? Oh, geez. 8. What is I can't. My screen's too
34?
small.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, 35 now.
Oh, yeah,
that last
nice.
bunker there was also doing a really good job holding, but not
What
quite enough.
a game. What a game. And Negative Zero will take game number 1 here. Even getting Phoenix range, so there's just non-stop follow-up here. So even if Negative Zero wasn't breaking through, he's got more stuff in play. He's got more plans to follow up, and Negative Zero with some nice upgrades is looking really strong tonight.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, you always
really
got to
nice.
kind of keep going with the upgrades. They obviously really help out, particularly when you're fighting, like, say, a bunch of Marines. Like a lot of small units, the upgrades really do stand out as a big difference.
The tech switches seemed really smart as well. Again, just really having the right composition. Obviously, very Stalker heavy, could be weak to a lot more Marauders, or again, if there's enough tanks in position. So it was a little risky doing that kind of opener, but there's a lot of ways to escape and get out of that with those Stalkers. So you can get a lot done with that. It was nicely executed.
Yeah, and a lot of the times, you kind of saw it there. The Stalkers can get a little too cute. That they want to blink back, they want to micro back, but when you're kind of standing in tank fire, it's not a time to be like milling around.
Yeah.
It's a time that you want to be decisive on: are we going, or are we backing up, or are we like blinking forward? Like, it's a time you want the decisive action. So there were a few cases in that like, say, a single tank was killing a lot more than it should have, just because you're standing in its range for so long.
Yeah.
And that's something that's been a fairly routine thing, that it's hard for armies and individual units to properly calibrate when to be aggressive, when is time to save yourself, versus when it's time to be like potentially reckless but take down a key target or position and collapse on it. And we saw some pros and cons there on like the final push in, taking a little more damage than you needed to break through. But then on the initial push, when Spud was out there, when he put a gap between his tanks and Marines, there was no hesitation for the Stalkers to blink onto those tanks. So they knew that they were defenseless, but when there was still bio in front of them, they weren't going to blink past the bio to attack the tank. So.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Well, nice first game to start things off here. Again, thank you for tuning in to day 4 of ESJam ProBots here. And this will decide our first 4 bots that make it into the round of 8, which will be taking place in a couple weeks. So let's go ahead and dive into game 2. It is ready here. Negative Zero versus Spud. Let's see if Negative Zero can seal the deal, or Spud will come back. Mind me's.
Negative Zero.
Spuds.
Spud.
Are we ready? Is it time? Where are we?
Look, I think it is. I think it is. I sense.
Berlingrad. I'm sorry, what do you sense?
I sense a probe going out.
Oh, you are right. A probe just built the first gateway for the little wall and is now going across scouting. Your senses are true as ever, Endersword.
Good little wall.
A nice little wall. Nice looking wall. Yeah, that was one of the updates too. Negative Zero has got a little bit better building placement, or less screwing up of building placement, if you want to phrase it that way. Something like that. So it should do a nice job with walling off and making sure he's safe here. And yeah, let's see what Spud can do to turn things around. I still have a little bit of hope. Obviously, Negative Zero's a hard contender to beat, one of the top bots consistently, both on AI Arena Ladder and here in ProBots. He's been doing super well the last few seasons, pretty much every season since Negative Zero got on the ladder or into ProBots. He's been doing awesome. But yeah, no early bases, no cheese. What's going on here? Cybercore and then a Nexus. So a nice, slow, standard, safe opening. I like it.
Yeah, basic stuff, but the basics often do kind of work out.
Yeah.
And, no problem.
And there you go.
With that.
Barracks and then command center out of our Terran here. So things are going to shape up nicely, and we'll see how this one goes. Thank you all again for being here and joining us. I'm very excited for our games here, and I'm getting more and more excited every single week as we get closer to our humans versus bots this season. I cannot even almost contain it at this point. Every season it gets so much cooler and harder. It's getting harder every season for our humans to win. So I think this season's going to have something special. I can feel it now.
Yeah, you can definitely sense it in the air.
You can. That's all you can sense, is because you can't see it. It's true.
Oh,
all right. What do we got going on here? Factory on the way now for Spud. So yeah, just gonna kind of go into the same safe opening. He's got his bunker there with some Marines popping in. So Spud will be safe against any early aggression. We've got the Twilight Council coming down for Negative Zero, and I'm assuming that will be for Glaives again. But we'll see. No, maybe didn't he? Did he get Blink? He got Blink and then Glaives,
Blink
right?
First, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll probably be Blink first again.
Yeah, and then he didn't really use the Glaives anyway.
Yeah. Well, he had some adepts. I mean, it does help especially if you do end up sending them in behind mineral lines and that kind of thing. You can get a lot of kills with those Glaved adepts. So that's a nice little choice. If you've got the money and the resources, you might as well get it, right? Maybe. It doesn't hurt to have it if you're working in
it. It's more the opportunity cost. What else could you have gotten?
It's cheap. It's not that. What is it? 100?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's not bad. All right. Yep. There it is. Blink is first, and yeah, we'll see what Negative Zero can do with that again. Probably just gonna get a big stalker ball, a couple sentries, I would imagine, and go from there. Back and then work into Colossus, right?
Damn right.
I want to see more Dark Templar.
We oddly don't really see that much of.
I know it's the bots can see it, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
They can't see it if you warp in 10 and then all of a sudden show up and decide to kill everything, like when they're out of their base or something. You gotta get creative with it.
Yeah, and you can get Blink on the.
You can get Blink, Dark Templar Blink, for crying out loud.
Confusing.
Come on, bot makers! I want to see more Dark Templar shenanigans. Yeah. 20 Blink Templar just go in and eviscerate a Terran or a Zerg main or something. Obviously, Terran could lift off, but that works too. You get them to lift off and then hold the Dark Templar under the building so it can't land ever again. Boom. Done. And then during that, obviously, the bot would be like attacking the third or fourth or whatever. I'm just saying there's a lot of potential there for Dark Templar.
There is a lot of potential, I think, to it. Like, I mean, we see how effective Cloaked Banshees are all the time.
They still get a lot done. Kedrock is really good with Cloak Banshees, yeah. And Disruptors too. I want to see more Disruptors, and I'm very excited. I was hoping we'd get to see it out of Negative Zero today, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe in the next update. There will be one more update for these bots, I believe, for the round of 8, and then that will be the final update. So one more round of updates. So we might see them yet this season. We might. We'll see. All right. Endersword, what do you sense is going on now?
Well, I mean, I think pressure on this front point here.
You're right.
Yeah, 2 tanks probably defending the position is a little bit too much, and a bunker that's well repaired certainly does quite well. And there's no
is he gonna catch it? Oh, he could blink. Oh, he does blink and he gets it.
And that's a big difference to have that taken out, because if you remember in the previous game, there were 11 SCVs killed, which really made all the difference. It slowed down a lot of what Negative Zero had, and had the Colossus been out at the time that Spud made his first push into the fourth base and so on. Like if there's a Colossus or two with that it just probably doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't happen at all. Yeah, they'd get shut. Just the Marines would just get shut down. Well, this isn't as good of a map for that drop, but I just wanted. I think it was interesting that it was really dancing on the edge of danger there. It knew the stalkers were there. You could see it going a little back and forth and being like, oh, I got to stay a little bit away from these stalkers. Whereas if he had just hightailed it the other way, and then like gone down the side of the map or something, probably could have gotten out of there. But just skirting right along the stalkers just made it so vulnerable to that blink. And nice job, -0, taking advantage of that. And here we go. The Colossus will be on the way shortly, Undersword. Very soon. Halfway done with that Robo facility, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Spud has a third base running, though, and he's looking really good. He's got another Raven on the way, so Stim's about to finish. I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous that he still just doesn't have quite the right composition. He needs more Marauders, more things that can really punch these stalkers. Yeah, really punch through these stalkers. Right?
Yeah, I am quite tempted to agree. It's just not the same amount of like explosive firepower to do it. And then again, they're very vulnerable to Colossus, whereas the Marauders a little bit less so, just tanky. So yeah, not quite. It's gonna be all down to the coordination with the tanks. Like his main army last time was lost when he kind of got separated into a big flank. If that doesn't happen, it could be different. Tanks are pretty effective against Colossus. They're not particularly
they can be
good at dealing with that, but it's a matter of kind of getting them in the right position and so on, because it takes a while to get through. But yeah, we'll see. The other thing that could help is like Vikings. Like there was one or two Vikings out at the time that the Colossus started to push across.
And there's not that many Colossus either, so if you can get it out.
If you can flank with it, but there's so many stalkers on the ground that it's hard to get positioning there too.
Yeah, that's always a risk. Ooh, a fourth base out of both these bots.
I also see a fleet beacon coming this time.
In your mind's eye, of course.
Yeah, we didn't quite get to the Tempest last time, but again, this kind of shows the difference of having the economy cut off earlier. That he's now going to be a lot quicker getting a Tempest set.
Yeah, it might even be in time to join the army, at least one of them. So, yeah, we'll see. Again, not too many Colossus, so the Marines can maybe take a really good engagement here against this. They just need to be careful. Oh, there's 2 Colossus being produced at a time, though, and Thermal Lance is about to finish. I think Spud is just a little bit too slow on putting some pressure. I think if he had moved across about a minute ago, he might have been able to pressure like the 4th or even this 5th now that's coming down. But as it is with more Colossus popping out, another Stargate on the way, we'll have Tempest soon. Ooh, Spud might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, especially going up a ramp in these positions.
Well, now you can't even go up that ramp. There's minerals there. Oh, no. Yeah, this is like, nice disable, though. He does disable one Colossus, which walks forward to its death.
Yeah, and big Cheeto shot, but he's not fighting in tank range.
Oh, no, he's not. Even a tank even gets lifted. Wow, even not fighting in tank range, Spud is still fighting through here.
Yeah, the power
of
that.
Quite enough.
Yeah, the power of the Cheeto cannon also coupled with the fact that I don't think the sentries were doing their job.
If Spud's tanks had been
at all,
one tank length forward, it would have just been game over, and Spud, I think, would win this. You might even get a couple more Colossus here.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, no, the lift is good. I saw that warp prism out of the corner of my eye, and he does save it. Oh, and Spud had it almost. That was so close, Endersword.
Yeah,
that was so close. It did come down
to that tank coordination, and just too far away. And we often see the bots, unfortunately, make that type of mistake. It's their inclination to want
Viking land.
It's their inclination to want to fire at max range. But for a lot of things that siege up, you don't want to be at max range.
Yeah, you want to be a little bit inside. Like, you want to be far enough away you're safe, but close enough that even as they retreat, you can do a little damage still. It's a very, it's a fine area to get and find, but... Yeah, did you see that Viking that... So he's like, oh, there's Colossus. I guess I'll land. Yeah, I wonder if he saw the Tempest and was like, maybe or the Stalkers. Maybe there's too many Stalkers. Poor choice,
high ground
Viking.
tank
Poor
here.
choice.
Second tank coming in as the first one's taken out. He'll.
Is he gonna save this base?
It keeps feeling like he's on the verge of saving it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, with the 3 Colossus, he'll never get him.
Like it
He'll
keeps
never
feeling like he's about to chew through the gateway and kill the Colossus, but he hasn't been.
Yeah, it's just not quite enough. He's got great production still. Yeah, if he could just group up and get his own little wave here, he could have, like right now, if he had, instead of trickling in units, saved up till this moment, he would have had a handful of Marines, the Cyclone, like a few things that he maybe could have pushed through and cleaned this up. But yeah, when you trickle in like this, yeah, you're just gonna lose a lot. It's just not enough anymore. And it's -0. We'll take game number 2 and we'll secure the first position Ender Sword in our round of 8.
Yep, there you go. I think anyone probably had to say that that was clearly the most likely thing to happen.
-0's obviously, yeah, I
yeah.
think he was a favorite to win just because of his record and how strong he always is.
Yeah, but Spud certainly putting up a really good fight, particularly in game number 1 with that really effective drop. You could see between the 2 games, since they largely essentially did the same thing, how impactful that one drop was. Taking out 11 probes stopped the Colossus from being there during the first push. If you saw in this game, had those Colossus not been there when he pushed with the bio and tanks, that wouldn't have been close. Had the tanks been a foot closer, that also wouldn't have even been close. Like they would have taken it in both cases. So, a few things can swing it. So definitely hope Spud continues with some of that sort of like drop play. It's something kind of wildly unutilized.
A little bit.
There's a few people that have tried it, but no one's, really found the secret formula to make it kind of always work. But that one obviously worked pretty well in game 1.
Yeah, definitely. And do keep in, Spud got beat there, but Spud has beaten bots like Zoe and Sharpened Edge.
Yeah.
He's even taken a game off Eris.
Yeah.
Who is the #1 bot of like all time right now. Obviously it was, a few seasons ago or something, but Spud is consistently looking stronger and stronger each season. So I think Spud still has a decent chance to actually get out of this group. We'll be going up against Phantom Bot next week in our elimination match. So stay tuned for that and make sure you follow and tune in for that. It's going to be an awesome week next week. But -0, we'll move on to our round of 8. Congratulations, mind me. You have got our first spot there for our round of 8 in the tournament. All right, Ender Sword. We've got more games coming.
We do.
Are you ready?
I am.
You enjoying them so far with your viewing them through your ethereal whatever you got going on?
Yeah, it's if people don't know, like it was popularized a while ago that they had added like colorblind mode to the game to make it easier.
Yeah.
But people forget that they also added just blind mode.
And that's what you've been utilizing.
Yeah. So I've been taking advantage of that. It's been excellent. So could still kind of tell what's going on.
Yep.
And yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's going on right now is we're about to talk about our next best of 3. We have got a really good one coming up, and we're about to take a look at some bots too. We've got Micro Machine, our longest time veteran here at ProBots, going up against Kaninana, a relatively newer Zerg. And both bots, obviously very strong at this point. Micro Machine not receiving as many updates as many bots, but is still cream of the crop, top of the ladder, and still always performs incredibly well here at ProBots. So Kaninana's not going to have an easy match. But we'll see what happens here. And of course, Micro Machine venturing under the ocean this season and has, again, I think the most top 4 finishes in ProBots of all time, the most wins. Actually tied for the most wins for 2-2. 2 across the board for all these bots.
Yeah, that's it. That's the high water mark.
There's the win rate. Yeah. And then our other bot, Kaninana, has been doing pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Kaninana, this is Kaninana's 3rd season here.
Yeah.
No real notable accomplishments just yet. No top 4 or anything like that. But this is Kaninana's chance to get into the round of 8 right away and secure a really good run.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Kaninana kind of came in and now feels like a solid regular. Like,
oh yeah,
feels like just kind of a solid base. Like it's no longer the new kid sort of thing. It just
Don't underestimate Kaninana.
Yeah.
You'll get bit by this venomous snake.
Truth.
And the only submission, the main submission, so again, bots have been updated. Kaninana improved the ZVT. So Kaninana will have better Zerg versus Terran than we have seen ever before from Kaninana. Potentially. We'll see what happens here. Micro Machine, did Micro Machine get any updates? I'm assuming no. Because he doesn't need them. He's perfect, Endersword.
Yeah.
Micro Machine is perfect and doesn't need any fixing.
Just continues. Yeah.
Just continues to be amazing. And here we go. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Hopefully you're having a good day. Again, if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, thanks for tuning in and sharing it with us a little bit. Hopefully you're having some good food and good times with people that you enjoy spending time with. Or yourself. I enjoy spending time with myself. I enjoy spending time with you, Endersword, watching these games. And it's ready.
I'm very
Let's do it
thankful for
now. Let's do it right now. We're going to watch this best of 3. Rap, RR, and unusuals.
Micro Machine.
Hatoshes.
Kaninana.
I love it when the bots tell me what they're doing. It saves a lot of my guesswork, which ends up being incorrect. So thank you, Micro Machine, for letting me know. We're going to see an early expand, but keep in mind half the time you hear that or you see that, but then he doesn't actually do it.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
Micro Machine is very self-explanatory, but its definition of what an early expand means can mean like a 7-minute command center. It doesn't
after 3
really
barracks
mean
or something.
Yeah.
So, no, well, I think we're going to see barracks then command center. I think we're going to kind of like we just saw out of Spud a little bit, get the barracks, nice early second base. You know, nothing like super early and cheesier like command first, but you know, a nice early second base to get things rolling, which is a good choice. It's hard to break most bots, even on 2 base or any bot on early expands or 2 bases at this point, unless you do something really cheesy like a proxy. But if you're just playing standard, it's pretty safe bet to get a second base there. Oops, sorry, I gotta mute my phone there. At least it's StarCraft sounds.
It was StarCrafty. For a second, I thought we were getting game audio.
Right? No, it's the receiving incoming transmission. That's my text tone there. Okay, I'm muted. All right, at least it was StarCraft. Here we go on Berlingrad as our map, and again, no cheese. No, these bots taking things easy this week. Really just want to play a nice standard safe game. It's a good choice. I like it. I want to see a little bit more macro, a little bit more late game stuff. I love the stray dog that just hangs out in the base.
It is weird.
A little weird, right?
It's the most normal, like, thing in the game too. Like every
you'd
other
expect
thing
to see like an alien creature or
and it's just
something.
like, oh,
here's
I
a
don't know
dog.
what the-
Like, he's a cute dog. He's a nice looking dog there. I'm sure he's great. I'm sure he's friendly. He doesn't attack any SCVs or, you know, hopefully he doesn't poop on the paths or something. I don't know. Micro Machine says, you shall not pass. He's already attacking with his Reaper here. And again, Micro Machine's Reaper micro is second to almost none. I would pretty much say second to none. He is so good. He's just best micro Reaper.
Yeah, like sick
Reaper
grenade
micro
there.
you'll ever see. Oh, he gets an Overlord with the Marine. Kaninana already taking a couple of blows here. I mean, things are looking fine. Kaninana's got a great economy. Workers are even, so it's not crippling or anything. But that hurts to lose that early Overlord.
Yeah.
That hurts a little bit.
Yeah, it's never what you want to spend on in the first like 3 minutes of the game to replace one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And plus you just lose your forward vision.
Hey, just get a third base to counteract it, I guess. There you go.
Yeah, some of these grenades are pretty sick.
Yeah,
Like,
no, Micro
really-
Machines
really
Reaper. I'm telling you,
anticipating.
these Reapers they're better than Beyond Reapers almost. Like, or I would say in the bot world. Not obviously, if Beyond were to go up against this, they might win. But no, and as far as the bot world is concerned, these Reapers are like the best Reapers you'll have to engage.
Truth.
Toughest Reapers out there.
Truth.
I mean, he's doing a great job just scouting, just keeping Kandianana busy, slowing down, you know, anything, slowing down scouting, just keeping things in his field. But Burrow is about to be out. I love the Burrow play. Kandianana known to block bases and do some cheeky stuff with Burrow. Will we see roaches out of Kandianana this time around? We didn't get a roach one yet. Oh, there it is!
No, yeah, there we go. Yeah,
I have the sixth sense now, Undersword.
Very true. Very true.
I don't even need to watch the game. I just know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I hope we get the burrowed movement. And
Oh, yeah, we
roaches
gotta.
spreading all over the place.
We gotta get that Burrow movement.
Under the grounds.
Yeah, we'll see. It's hit or miss. We've seen it do okay. I think we've seen it not do as well more often. So it's just, I don't know. Burrowed roaches are a great idea in concept, but they, even for bots, are hard to execute. To get through walls, to evade detection, because, again, as the bots can see it's easier for them to react and be on top of it if they see that burrowed movement roach kind of going through. Obviously, if the roach is sitting still, the bot doesn't know it's there. But as soon as it starts moving, they can see that little tunnel, you know, graphic or whatever, I'm pretty sure. Here comes a little engagement, though. The Marine's going to stem. Finally, some tank fire coming in, too. And tank looks like it's going to get cleaned up, but the Marines should be able to stand and fight. Oh, maybe. Maybe not, actually. The medevac getting a little bit too far away. Okay, he does hold. Holds the line. Oh, okay. Pretty even trade so far. Not too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of lings, but it's a lot of lings that could have been drones, but the material loss isn't too bad. But it's the fact that it kind of forced that many out.
Yeah, well, and it did push this back a little bit, so that's nice. Buys Kandianana a little bit of breathing room. Again, things very even economically. Even a fourth base coming down, so Kandianana might end up taking a bit of a lead if Kandianana can hold this. Obviously, we'll see. Marines starting to get another good little engagement here, picking off a few lings. Every ling helps. You know, keep those numbers low. Ooh, hopefully we don't see too many stims. We've seen bots stim a little bit too aggressively when there's not enough medevac support. Only one medevac at a time coming out, so could get a little dicey here. The Roach Burrow is good, and they're going to be healing up. Oh, if they pop up right now, they do. One does, but he pops right back down. Okay, nope, they pop up, get a couple shots. There we go. Nicely done, Kandianana, with some good moves here.
Yep. Looking pretty strong.
Oh, there's that Banshee.
The Banshee,
oh, no.
though, potentially a problem. There comes the Overseer, but it'll be a bit late for that one Queen.
Okay, Roach is going to be able to keep pushing across, but that Banshee, I'm worried about that Banshee getting a little bit too much damage here. Well, actually, an Overseer is out, 2 Queens here, so actually this should get pushed away okay. And yeah, a couple Roaches to clean up the Marines. 2 Banshees, however. That's a different story, Undersword. That's twice the damage.
It is. It gets pretty strong.
Double the damage, double the fun for Terran.
3 Queens there do chase them off for the moment, though.
Oh, they get split up. Yeah, they get one gets pushed north, one gets kind of pushed to the main. So the main might now actually be under siege a little bit. Roach is continuing to push forward, and they're using the Burrow really successfully to heal and stay very healthy. It's good. You don't want to lose too many Roaches when you're trying a strat like this. You want to keep them alive as long as possible, at least in for the mid game, because that's really how you're going to have your map control.
I like this
Burrow.
Burrow.
He needs to get out of here, though.
I like this Burrow to regroup.
It is nice, yeah. Burrow and fall back and heal, and then kind of join up. But is there a Raven somewhere? Where's that Raven at? He's poking away at these.
Yeah, something's letting us see. It feels like there is, but I don't know. There's.
Wait, where's I don't see a Raven. Where the hell's the Raven?
I don't quite know how you.
How is he seen?
I mean, now it's a scan, but
well, now it's a scan.
I don't know how he was seeing before.
Maybe they were popping up a little bit.
Yeah.
They might have been popping up, and I just didn't see it.
Yeah, because here he's not attacking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now he can't see it. Weird. Okay. Yeah. They must. I think they were popping up, and
then
a shot
it looks
would
like
go
they're
off,
popping up, taking one shot, and going on.
and then going right back down. So you almost don't even notice them popping up because of that fire is like hitting them. The Marauder shells and the Banshee fire and all that. Yeah. A little tricky to see. Anyway, the Roaches do get pushed back all the way to creep, but the Burrow's still going strong, keeping Micro Machine at bay. This is very even still. Worker Supply actually, is in Micro Machine's favor just slightly. This is very even, though.
I like that the one side effect of the Roaches here as the Queens join in was that they were holding up the Banshees. They weren't going on the offense just because they were coming to deal with the Roaches.
Nice. All right, well, again, this fight really taking place right on the edge of creep, showing how close this is, and either side can really push through. You know, Micro Machine can't push onto creep, or he'll get kind of cleaned up. Same with Kaninana, can't quite seem to push forward without losing too much health on those roaches. Ooh, that Banshee running for his life.
Corruptors out here now are going to help a lot.
That's going to help a lot against, yeah, keeping the detection back,
Yeah.
killing Banshees. They're going to do a lot, you're right.
We'll see if he can make any headway. I do like the burrow and pull back. It's not quite... now it's kind of grouping into a reasonable size. Before it was just kind of re-poking up with 2 or 3. But now that he's got like 8 or 9 there, he's actually able to kind of get a body of an army together again, which helps.
Yeah, these Banshees getting some nice shots. They're just kind of doing damage here. There, the Queen's doing a great job pushing this back, and the further Kaninana's creep pushes towards Micro Machine's base, the better for Kaninana. The Queens are again going to be able to support a lot better against these Banshees and that kind of against the Ravens even. Just transfusing roaches could be big. Zergling's getting on tanks, yeah.
Really
oh, this is really big. He's going to be able to clean that up.
For them. Yeah, he's just kind of pushing through. We've got this like supply chain line of reinforcement.
And a supply lead for Kaninana with that chain. Oh, this is huge. Is he going to push through?
Very well might. There's a couple tanks here that the Vikings, like the few Vikings out are stopping things from really, really tipping.
Oh yeah, they're pushing back their corruptors now.
Yeah, but I think if at any point he gets like say 3 or 4 corruptors together with 3 queens underneath it, I think he's potentially in trouble. But the tank's trying to kind of counter push now that they've got a little bit of cover. Yeah, good retreat point.
That's a great choke point for Micro Machine to engage, actually.
Get Hydras kind of coming out in bigger numbers now. These tanks will be swarmed over.
Yeah, they got too greedy. They pushed too far.
But this is a lot of Vikings, though.
Now they're dead.
But not enough Hydras with it just yet. There's about 5 right there. If they
There's
can
more
kind
in
of clump
production,
these
too.
up, then he could definitely take this out.
Yeah, if he can get a nice little Hydra ball, that could easily push the rest of this back. Yeah, it's Cyclones and a tank and a lot of Vikings, a lot of air stuff. Okay, so both bots are going for tier 3 Undersword. We've got 2 battle cruisers in production at a time. Yamato Cannon is just finishing. We've even got a Greater Spire in the works for Kaninana, and upgrades looking great for both of these bots as well. 2-2 just about to finish up, so actually a little bit better for our Zerg player. And this is, the longer this goes on, the better this is starting to look for Kaninana.
Yeah, it really looks like he's making a lot of progress. I want to see the creep. The creep needs to continue a tiny bit. He's got to the point where there's no active creep trimmers on the front line.
Oh, dude, his Micro Machine cleaned them all up? That's awesome.
Yeah, so he's just kind of got the, the static creep there, which is pretty close. It's just if this was able to come forward and keep the Hydras on creep the entire time, it would be really overwhelming.
Well, and the creep's about to be Micro Machine's taking the bottom left bases. If he was able to keep spreading, Kaninana would have probably already had creep down there. And Micro Machine wouldn't have been able to get those. So that's huge, actually, that Micro Machine was able to clear those active creep tumors out.
I think we're going to get a big,
really big,
decisive fight here in the middle.
Zerg pushing through.
Coming in. We'll take out the tanks in the back. The Ling's kind of pushing the main force forward. But it's going to come down to like this battle cruiser tank position.
2 battle cruisers are going to be able to kill this off, I think.
But there's just not quite enough there to overpower this.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. Oh, we need more Hydras or something in production. Just more upgrades coming down. Looks like Kaninana's actually going to back off for a little bit here. The army supply in Micro Machine's favor, finally.
Yeah, it shifted back.
This
whole host of upgrades
here we
will
go.
definitely help a lot, but he's going to be at 4 battle cruisers soon.
Oh, yeah, we need a huge Hydra Corruptor Ball to be able to just shut this down, or Micro Machine will be able to push through with these battle cruisers.
I love that.
Micro Machine's not afraid to use a damaged battle cruiser. Where is it?
It's an amazing starport
like in the middle
of nowhere.
Hey, you gotta build some of this creep starting to go everywhere. Oh, battle cruisers are taking a lot of damage. It is gonna warp out of there in time, so that's good. And yeah, again, if Micro Machine can keep all those battle cruisers alive, which I'm sure he will, they're just gonna be able to group up and decimate Kaninana unless there is, again, a huge Hydro Ball, a lot of Corruptors, something to deal with it. All right, again, this has just been a non-stop. This is like the most quintessential like TVZ I think I've ever seen. Just non-stop fighting right on the edge of creep on the whole front,
This
pretty
is
much
a pretty
along
good
the whole
push
map.
here.
Ooh, this choke point could help Micro Machine again if he can hold it, but it looks like Kaninana will break through. Just barely breaking through here. A couple Zerglings in the Marine production. This is just going to turn into a big war of attrition. Whoever mines out first, I think, is going to be in a sorry spot here because, again, it's still pretty even. Kaninana has fallen down significantly in army supply, but I think that's just due to Kaninana not grouping up properly.
I think
There's
that's
still great production for Kaninana, great upgrades. Everything is in place here for Kaninana to still pull back, group up, get like 200 supply, and then push through.
Yeah, I think it's this potential grouping up problem that he's not quite amassing and target firing things enough.
He gets another tank. These Zerglings doing a lot,
The Lings
actually,
are
this
quite
game.
effective, and they've got, I think, Adrenal now.
Yeah, no, they're doing a good job of keeping at least the ground forces at bay, but it's this air force that is going to be devastating. The Queens are holding the line, though, Endersword. They're starting to get picked up, but the battlecruiser has to get out of there, and the Queens will hold. Oh, that's a clutch hold there. Kaninana needs to group up.
4 more BCs at the top there.
So, this might just be too much with the kind of haphazard rally points, and yeah, Kaninana not acting quite as much of as a swarm as it should be here. Needs to really just
number of
group up.
Corruptors here at the bottom, but there's no longer that Hydra number.
Yeah, they need the Hydra support for
through.
extra damage. Yeah, they need that at this point, and they don't have it. Nah, I think Micro Machines got it. 200 supply now, and the infrastructure to support it. Yeah, getting those 2 bottom bases was pretty big. That really sealed the deal to make sure that Micro Machine could afford to just keep throwing stuff at Kaninana, and yeah, that's going to do it. Micro Machine fighting on almost all fronts here, clearing out bases. The top right, you can see getting cleared out on the mini-map there. Has already cleared 1 base and a second about to fall. Well done, and a great fight, great attacks out of Kaninana. Again, very, very aggressive on the map, very prevalent, and just holding the map and getting creep everywhere and holding the line, really making sure Micro Machine couldn't push through into those bases for such a long time.
Yeah.
So well done. But Micro Machine's just too strong. It's too good.
Yeah, it's another case, like, and we've seen this before too, of like winning individual battles, picking up kills, but not getting an objective accomplished.
Yeah, it's nice, but yeah, you gotta cripple your opponent or
you gotta
do
hit a
something.
base, you gotta hit a production, you gotta reset, you gotta something. So like, if there was the ability to reset the
stop
battle
mining,
that's
anything.
something. Yeah, if there was a way to take a base out, like Micro Machine eventually was doing, then that helps. But yeah, he was breaking through, killing things, but then not really.
So would more of maybe a more heavy air transition have done a little bit better, or more Hydras? Do you think was
oddly one or the other? So I think
just either.
Yeah, I think splitting to both was the problem, because like a bunch of Corruptors such that they're able to like one-shot
just
Vikings
one-shot BCs
is really good, because he
yeah.
cleared out the Banshees at some point, and like the Hydras are good at dealing with like both the tanks and some of the air stuff, but splitting them, they didn't really work together at any point. There was no point that I saw like 5 Hydras and 3 Corruptors hitting the same battlecruiser or something.
Yeah.
And then the Queens, which are always kind of around, they're one of those things of when they get swept up, they're really hard to like replace quick. You can only make 1 at each hatchery.
Well, and you have to wait on their energy too. So if they get depleted really quickly, healing, like we saw right at the end when they held, they were totally out of energy. They had no heals left. So they're
and the creep, as we mentioned, is another factor there. That there was a few places. There was that one choke in the middle where the creep got stopped on one side of it. Had he been able to creep through that, so that, because it was eventually like coming through that area, going off creep, but then there was like a good tank spread usually on the other side. Yeah. And if that had been creeped up, then that's a big thing. But
all right,
right on the verge of it. I mean, certainly a really, really good show, but Micro Machine gets into that late game really well, And,
Yeah, well, and that's where Micro Machine's always been known just to, if he can get to the late game, obviously he'll have the production and the units that he needs and just the control that he needs to be able to take whatever fight he needs to. All right, well, we've got game number 2 ready. We'll see if Kani Nana can turn things around or if we'll have our second bot in the round of 8. Let's see what happens. Face isn't real. Wrath, RR, and unusuals.
Micro Machine.
Atoshes.
Kani Nana.
Hardwire is our next map. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is day 4 of ProBots, our upper brackets, or our upper group, round group, whatever it's called. Basically, the winners group, or the winners match for our groups, all 4 of them. This is Group B. Micro Machine already got a 1-0 lead here against Kani Nana, and there we go. There's a
female,
more alien-looking animal on like an alien world, something you'd expect to see, not just a dog. Like, we have dogs on Earth. Why would there be a dog on?
I think it's just
whatever
someone
map
took
that
a
was.
dog there. Like that's even worse. They abandoned
They
their dog.
abandoned their. That's even worse.
It could.
That's
it
horrible.
belongs,
Some
it
jerk
would
just
make
left
sense.
their
They're
dog
probably,
there.
in fairness,
Ugh.
they're probably dead. Someone brought
Ugh.
their dog to like a marine base on whatever planet.
Oh, that's true. And then maybe they died.
Yeah.
As I mean,
Yeah.
dogs just left there. Okay, that's true. Either way, it's sad.
It's also a bad practice. Like if you're visiting other planets, even in a world where people do that more, you should not take a foreign species to another whole planet.
Right.
You don't know what the
How to ruin ecosystems 101.
exactly like the
that
bioethical
is.
implications are astounding.
We're humans. We don't give a crap about that.
True.
All right. Kani Nana versus Micro Machine here. We'll see if our Zerg player can turn things around. I think you're right. If we just see a little bit more of a committal to one thing, or even just, I'm trying to think if there's like a moment earlier where Kani Nana could have broken through. We saw tanks dying left and right, and constant skirmishes, and Kani Nana was really pushing through. Do you think maybe this map would lend a little bit better to that kind of attack and push and just non-stop aggression? Or do you think Micro Machine's just going to be able to hold the storm again here?
I think in a sense this one would. There's less of the auto, like it's a thing we talked about, I think, in the past week too, of the just attacking right down the middle.
Yeah, and
It's
then the parade
usually
push.
not right, like to just push right down the middle. Because once it happens when you get right down the middle and you kind of hit
Let's say you get
like
surrounded.
a staggered position, is you get pulled left, right, center.
Yeah.
Like your army loses cohesion because you're trying to do it that way. Whereas if you swing one side, as we saw in the previous game, when
Did that Reaper just get caught? Go back. Oh, he got out.
No.
Of course he. What am I even worried about? It's
Yeah,
Micro
yeah.
Machine's
No,
Reaper.
of course.
I'm sorry.
yeah, like
Carry on,
in the
he's fine.
previous game where Spud had attacked
He
up
had
the
him.
side, that worked really well up until he got surrounded.
Yeah.
But the a tactic, like whenever we see someone do that as a bot, usually it works out.
Oh, it's gonna get. Okay, he gets.
Just,
Oh my
Same
god.
thing.
I quit. Oh, the Queen's gonna get him. Yeah, Queen's got him.
Nope.
No.
There we go.
Oh, I was about to quit casting Undersword. I was about to just give up. Wow, that Reaper survived way longer than it should have. I thought it got surrounded like 3 times up there, and it was just like, no, I'm fine. I'll just sneak through the lings. I'll jump over it. He did like a sick bunny hop over the lings, pulled out his skateboard and just right over that ling. Made it look like a fool. All right, we got Roaches coming down once more. Burrow finishing up right now as well. So we're gonna see that Roach Burrow play once again. And again, I think there's a ton of potential here. I'd love to see some little hit squads with Roaches at some point. Obviously, having that heal and that ability to retreat underground is huge. That can really help you win some engagements if you can regroup and then move back in and just keep your units alive. So we'll see what Kani Nana can get done with it this time around. More lings coming down as well. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Micro Machine's so fast, man. It's so hard to catch his Reapers. Reaper's name is Barry Sanders.
True.
Oh yeah, that guy could have left his dog. Like he brought his dog. Somebody is, oh, we got to stop and let the dog pee, and then just forgot him.
Just forgot him.
Yeah. There's no happy story that ends up with this dog on this planet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like to be like, let's go let him pee over there, and be like, oh, well, let's take off. Why did we stop in the first place? Don't worry about it.
I forgot. Yeah, it doesn't
Like,
matter. Yeah, there's no happy story when it comes to this dog. It's that tragic. All right, third base is now done. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, third base is done. I'm sorry for cutting on. Fourth base is now on the way.
Fourth base coming down.
That's nice. This feels a little earlier than last time, right?
It looks to me, it does, and it looks to me like Micro Machine is not waiting for anything this time. He's kind of coming out.
That's fine. Kaninana has a bigger army right now. Kaninana has everything that Kaninana needs to hold this front, this fourth base. I think this might be a really easy Zerg hold here.
Might be.
We'll see. The overseers are out for cloak.
Yeah, he's got banshees and cloak behind it, but you're right. He's got detection.
Oh well, not if he loses it. Run, overseer. It's just slow Marines. They're fine.
Oh,
look at the Zerglings coming in. They're gonna catch this tank before this attack could even get foothold anywhere. And yeah, tank's done. This is an easy hold for Kaninana. Nicely done. Cyclone's gonna be able to start getting a couple little kills here, but that was such a minimal investment for our Zerg here to be able to push that back, and doesn't want to get greedy now. Yeah, don't get too greedy. Just burrow. Just hang out. Just wait. Regroup. Stop hiding and fight. Nope. That's not how you want to do it. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to Micro Machine. Just keep your roaches alive. Group up, and get me my ace match. That's what I want. Nothing against Micro Machine. I just want an ace match. Oh, where's the detection here? There is none. Queen's gonna die. No heals left. There's the detection. Okay. Overseer does show up. Nice. Zergling's getting a little more damage done. Getting a couple kills. Oh, is this Banshee gonna get out of here? Oh, it does not. Or it does. I'm sorry.
Yep. That does indeed. These
do
Lynx
not
and
get the
roaches
Banshee.
pushing up.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a decent little roach ball, but Micro Machine should be able to micro his way out of this. We'll see. Scan could be good. Or scan. If no scan, then could be bad because the roaches are going to pop up and maybe do a little bit of a surround here.
Yeah, he kind of flank him.
Get that cyclone maybe. Oh no, he's just going to start pulling them back. Good
with
choice.
The movement. And as someone mentioned, it's weird like that he's not getting like the speed as well.
For the Banshees?
For the roaches.
Oh, for the roaches. Oh yeah, you're right. There it is. It's on the way right now.
Okay. Yeah.
It's coming. Glio reconstitution's coming.
I think last game, I don't know if you get it.
Yeah, I saw that somebody mentioned the last game. Maybe he didn't get it.
I didn't really notice it until I saw, till the comment. But that would definitely help if he never really did get it. But yeah, still kind of continuing the offense. This is a pretty big little army, and
this is a nice army for Zerg.
Yeah.
If
he is able to kind of group this up and always keep a certain number of them on the attack so that the fullbacks are always rejoining an existing army. That's kind of the key. The Banshees are kind of the X factor here, though, causing pullbacks.
Yeah, they're creating a lot of chaos just sitting above this Zerg army here, but the Roaches don't really seem to care. They're just going to keep pushing forward a little bit. No creep out just this far yet. It's almost to the halfway mark. This might just be enough to keep pushing through if Kaninana just commits. Roaches, where are you going? Just unburrow and fight, and you could win this. So
this is kind of what I meant. If there's if there's some always up, the Raven here really is going to turn the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh no, that could have been an easy win for Kaninana there.
Well, the speed there finished just in time too.
Yeah.
Or else he would have lost the entire thing.
Okay, so at least there's that, and it mitigates the damage a little bit. Okay, here we go. Another swell of roaches. Queens this time as well, and Zergling support. Now, Kaninana feels confident enough to push this back and take it all out. Now that Micro Machine was bold enough to get on a creep. Yeah, maybe that was, I'm judging Kaninana for not just fighting there. It was all just a trap, you know. I had to lure Micro Machine in and make Micro Machine think, oh, it's safe. You can push onto creep, totally. Then boom, roaches, Zerglings, Queens, you're dead.
There you go. Picking up these surrounding tanks will be able to
this is
stop this other
huge.
command center. And now getting on some of this forward, really aggressive production. If he can kind of get damage on here. 2 tanks in the back, though, will hold this pretty well for the moment.
Get my ace match. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it. 108 army supply to 38. Connie Nana has shut down the main new mining base for Micro Machine. Micro Machine has got Yamato and a couple battle cruisers, however. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't be calling it just
the BC
yet.
could really turn it. He's got Hydras and Corruptors on the way, but it's,
Okay.
just
Well,
having
and that's
the
the thing.
material isn't enough.
Micro Machine, unless more bases come down, he's only going to be able to afford these 2.
Gotta get that tank.
Maybe 3 or 4, but...
Getting that tank is huge. So he can now sit there. And
Yeah,
Ling's
he's getting this
overrunning this
base.
position. I think the battle cruisers may be a little too late.
A little too late. Well, I mean, they're not too little. They're huge, Ender Sword.
Yeah.
They're battle cruisers.
Yeah,
But they are too late. They're late to the party here, and yeah, they'll maybe push this back, but the damage is done. Micro Machine, I think, is trying to take a base down there on the bottom right, actually. So maybe if that goes unscouted, something could happen, but Connie Nana's got double the supply. It can just keep making units and just keep throwing them at Micro Machine at this point. And it's just not going to be enough to hold. Not going to do it. I don't think, anyway. Again, maybe I shouldn't count my chickens too early, but
he's pushed far enough
never
back
know.
that even when he does retreat, he's not like, if he teleports out to get a BC out, it's not that far away. Another Cloak Banshee kind of helping, but yeah, it looks like Kaninana will retreat back, but
Broodlords, interesting.
yeah, but probably is overwhelming at this point.
All right, well, more bases coming down. Micro Machine is going to stabilize for the moment, and we'll actually be able to reestablish some mining very shortly here. So if Connie Nana gives Micro Machine the time, Micro Machine can come back. If any bot can come back from this scenario, it is Micro Machine. I just don't know if Connie Nana's going to give Micro Machine that time.
Yeah, I think,
Especially with how
clock-
aggressive he's being.
the regroup here works well, but yeah, here I think now the
Yep,
BCs
that's
are
the
gonna
only two
have to
battle
be in
cruisers.
retreat. Yeah.
That's it. And they're going to take so much damage. They'll be able to go home and repair a little bit, but yeah, there is enough anti-air out for Connie Nana now. Oh, no, is that a third
Yeah, that
battle
was a
cruiser?
third.
I think there's a third, but another. Oh, I thought another one's about to pop out. No, the starport's about to die. That is producing Vikings. It does produce one more and lifts off, and actually one more Viking might pop out here. So there'll be a bit of an air force for Micro Machine still, but it's just not gonna be enough, I don't think. Yeah, no, it's just too big of a
He's way
lead.
too overrun. There's not workers left.
yeah,
He's
it's
really out of minerals. Even if he can't even really repair at this point.
Oh no, there's no. Yeah, no, he has almost no money, no minerals left, and Connie Nana's gonna take game 2. Well done, well done. Battle cruisers will have a valiant last stand, but Connie Nana again is just gonna be able to crank out a few more hydras and seal the deal here. But no more repairs means those battle cruisers have a time limited timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Their days are numbered, Ender Sword.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
those days are pretty much done. Because, yep, there it falls now.
Yeah, that
All
day
right.
is today.
That day is today. And we're going to get an ace match. I was a little bit afraid we might not get an ace match tonight, but here we go. I got one already.
There you go.
Got it.
Yeah, and if there's anything, again, that reinforces the point that Kaninana is now kind of a good, strong regular, taking a game off Micro Machine kind of proves that. Very few in the whole history of this thing have done that, and yeah. So we'll see. It came down to that early push by Micro Machine getting really crushed, and pushed back and kind of triggering Kaninana to attack, and worked out very well.
There you go.
And then again, this time, I think Roach Speed, you saw the difference that it made. Once he did have it and regrouped and came back in, he was just overrunning. I think that's a big key too. You got to kind of, against Terran, where your Lings are going to chase it down as they kind of split back. If you have slow Roaches trying to follow that up, they're too slow. Like they get too separated, then they never really close in, because your Lings aren't supposed to be like your killing machine. They're supposed to be the front line to allow you to close distance. So, yeah, good.
All right. Well, we're going to get this ace match loaded up. and ready. You know who you look right now, Endersword, like I'm getting Zorak vibes from Space Ghost.
Okay.
You ever watch Space Ghost? Coast
I
to
did
Coast?
not watch Space Ghost.
You even have the. I looked up his image. You even have the color scheme. He's like green with yellow gloves or something.
Nice.
And you've got just the
I'll
big
look up
blood looking
Zorak.
eyes. Zorak from Space Ghost. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just getting the Zorak vibes right now from you. All right. This game is almost ready. Thank you all for being here. Once again, this match coming up will decide if Micro Machine or Kani Nana moves on to the round of 8. And at this point, it is either bot's game. This is a very even match between these two. So this is going to be exciting to see who moves on. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. Let's go and dive into game number 3. It is ready, and see who moves on. Let's go. Oh my god, his mic has so much feedback. Wrath, RR, and Unusuals.
Micro Machine.
Hatoshes.
Kani Nana.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for getting your votes in the poll. Who you want to win. Let's see here on Inside Out. Who's going to take it? 62% voting for Micro Machine, 38% for Kani Nana. But this, again, could go either way. This is such a close match. We have now seen both bots show that they can just manhandle the other and really control the game. It's going to come down a lot to, that early game Reaper, how much damage it gets done, just kind of how the Roaches can do with their burrow towards the mid game, and just how it evolves from there. It's just going to, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But thank you again, everybody, for being here. Hopefully you are enjoying the games here on this lovely Thursday. It's Thanksgiving Day if you are celebrating that. I am going to be eating a lot of delicious Thanksgiving food very shortly. Cheese and pie and beer are in my future. Oh, I'm so excited. But this will keep me entertained until then. And we got just normal things coming down. Once again, neither of these bots choosing to be cheesy whatsoever in this series. Just going to get that spawning pool. Nice little safe bunker. I'm sorry, that's not a safe bunker. That is the mining bunker for gas. In case anybody is not aware, Micro Machine likes to mine with bunkers. That's right, he uses less workers per refinery, but still brings in a good amount of gas. The same, if not a little bit more. I forget exactly the numbers on it, but it's obviously doing work here and doing a good job. You can see that. A couple workers popping in and out. It's fun to watch. Reaper's making its way across. We'll get some scouting information, maybe some drone kills. That would be impressive here. Kani Nana's done a really good job at least keeping the Reapers busy and not harassing the worker lines too much. I'm not super worried about this Reaper getting too much damage done. Yeah, there's already Lings popping out, so Reaper's gonna get a few kills, but nothing too much. What's provocative? There's something. Oh, Reaper is going to get how many kills, do we think? I'm thinking 4 kills on this Reaper. The Ling pullbacks are really good. Actually, maybe not even that many kills. Marines do get an Overlord. That's nice. Supply blocks. Kani Nana, that hurts a little bit. It's not a very long supply block, so not a huge deal in the long run, but, it does do something, I guess. Or what are we at? Reaper kills. 3. Ooh, maybe I'll be right. Maybe 4 kills. I didn't say he'd stop at 4. I just said he'd get at least 4. And there it is, 4th kill. Boom! Alright, Reaper's going to continue pressuring here while Zergling's speed gets very close to finish. That's going to help Kani Nana deal with this pesky Reaper once that Zergling speed finishes up. And Burrow, once again, halfway done. So we're going to most definitely see Roaches again here. And we'll see how well they can do. Again, Cloak Banshee, these bots just sticking to their guns and sticking with what they know best. And we've seen them both win with both this build, with the same build all 3 times now. Or, I'm sorry, both times in those last 2 games. So, we'll see how it pans out in game number 3 here. Cloak coming down. Don't worry, nobody's judging you, Dyson. No judge. This is a judgment-free zone, in case anybody didn't know. We're all here to have fun. No judgment in chat. Drac, I'm looking at you. All right, Zergling's getting cranked out. There's the Roach Warren is on the way now. So we're going to be seeing those burrowed roaches very shortly here, and I don't know if I like burrowed roaches on this map as much. There's a lot of little ramps and stuff, so I don't know, it could prove tricky. I mean, I guess the burrow doesn't really matter that much when it comes to ramps. Ramps in general just make things hard for bots. But we'll see how it plays out. Base. Second base, just now landing. This feels slow. This feels really... I think Micro Machine's a little bit on the edge here. Yeah, canceling the offensive. I think Micro Machine is just... Yeah, he's playing standard. Okay, standard strategy. But it feels like he's playing safer. And I wonder if that's because he lost last game. Micro Machine just landed the command center in the natural. Well, Kaninana's already got a third base finishing up here, so...
Yeah, and that is possible that he kind of goes on a more defensive posture.
In the long run, that's going to help Kaninana because, yeah, again, that third base is just so much sooner than even the second base. Thanks, Dad.
Kind of abandoned that tank.
Yeah, well, they're trying to fight and be aggressive here, but they're okay. Now they'll take some decent engagements. Banshee's out, gonna get a queen kill. No detection. Where's the detection? There it is. Always just a little bit late to the party, but it does show up in time to be able to shut this down. So, not a huge deal that he loses one queen, especially when there's 3 bases out now. Kaninana's looking just fine economically. All right, so this is now. I think it's gonna be up to Micro Machine to mount an attack and make something happen at either the third base or I think that's the safest. Just push straight up to the third, take it out. This is a really good map for Micro Machine to do that, where it is just kind of along his path. Kill the third, move up to the natural, and keep going. So, oh yeah, last game was early expand strategy. That's right. So yeah, this is obviously going to be a lot slower if it's standard, but it felt slow even for Micro Machine. Like a 4-minute base just feels a little bit slow to me these days. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Just a little bit. Nothing. Not like super delayed.
But it may work out. Like he's getting, like it's been that later game stuff that tends to stymie Kaminana a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like the late.
Well, yeah, and that's where Micro Machine is always going to win is the late game typically.
Yeah.
It's battle cruisers and just the right composition. He's just impossible to break. All right, well, we'll see here. Burrow movement is just about finished here. Oh, wait, is that Burrow movement? Yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget they like split it up into movement and then speed because it used to all be one thing, right? When did they change that?
Like pretty long ago. But yeah, and it was. Oh yeah, there's the speed one.
Yeah.
And it always felt like they're the opposite. Like the one thing that's named one thing should be the other one, and even the logos to me, like the single leg seems like it should be speed, whereas like the little claws seem like it should
be movement. Yeah, I see that. I don't know. You could go either way though. Like the little claws make it easier to dig faster or something. Anyway, we got engagements happening. All right, skirmishes are going to start here, and we're going to start trading. And Kaninana already has, again, a great start and a great lead here. So definitely going to be able to put on a decent amount of pressure. Needs to get out of here, though. That Leo Reconstitution needs to finish so these roaches can get out of there and heal up a little bit faster, obviously, too. All right, but so far, so good for both the bots. Neither one really taking heavy losses. Both just fighting here in the middle, just holding the line. See who breaks through who first. Tank is up, so these 3 tanks are up, so yeah, no roaches getting through that choke point. Get out, Kaninana. Go home. Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe the base does look more delayed because it's floating down. It's not built on location. That's a really good point, actually. It does make me feel like it's later. Look at that. Roaches just taking a lot of shots. See, all these units taking a lot of shots from the Banshees. Banshees just sitting overhead. There's even a Viking to push away the Overseers. So Cloak could come back in and be really effective here if we can get that Overseer killed off. But Kaninana, still with an army supply lead, is just kind of channeling units in and throwing them at throwing him at the Terran meat grinder right now.
Yeah, exactly. Having trouble getting past this choke point with the tank defense.
But a lot of Lings on the way. 28 Lings were in production. Spire just now finishes well. So Corruptors are going to be able to help push back these Vikings and the Ravens, which will just, air control is always handy to have. Doesn't matter who's, especially with the Rams.
Getting in, take it.
Lings get another tank. Lings are the real MVP of this series, man.
They have
killed
been
so many
able
tanks.
to sneak through and just keep counts low.
I'm impressed by these Lings. Well, we've seen from just some of the other bots, the Ling play has been a little bit struggling, where they'll just not engage because they're afraid to get up into that melee range.
Yeah.
It's tricky. It is definitely a little bit harder to deal with some of these units than others. But yeah, nice job out of the Lings this time around for Kaninana. Really getting a lot of tank kills, and that's huge for the Roaches. He's able to hold the ground with his Roaches because of that a lot more effectively. And now the Banshees are getting cleaned up because of the little combo here, the Corruptor Overseer combo.
Yeah, and I think
And
6
Vikings
of these
gonna die.
Corruptors are made at a time, so yeah, he should be able to sweep this clean if he can kind of get them grouped up and go.
Oh, this is so close, Ender Sword. Micro Machine has taken a bit of a lead in every regard, actually.
Yeah,
he's got army,
taken
he's got...
bases
What
on the left
happened?
and right.
Kaninana was so far ahead.
It's just getting stuck in these middle paths, and same
Yeah.
thing from like the first game of like, you don't have to go right down the middle, and I think that's really a detriment here. Is like the middle in this particular map is, I think, very much in Micro Machine's favor, because it's just never suggesting a clear pathway into doing damage. Because even once you make it through that choke, you're then in this weird little subsector that also splits in 3 different directions,
Yeah.
and none of those directions is particularly good either. You really need to be going either to the bottom right or the middle left, and it's starting your attack there. So we'll see. As
Still
he kind
pretty even here. Things evening out a little bit more once again. We can just get more bases, more creep spread. Kaninana still has a great economy and really good tech. Great upgrades finishing up 2-2. Getting close to finish up. 2 armor finishing now, and then attack grades right behind it. So upgrades heavily in Kaninana's favor at this moment. So this is not over yet, everybody. Yeah, keep heart. Keep heart, everybody. Don't give up faith yet. Believe in Kaninana. We'll see another little skirmish here. Zerglings are going to get eviscerated this time by the tanks. Holding the line, so... Yeah, again, I'm really nervous, though, for Kaninana, just because we are at that point where Kaninana's not grouping up as it needs to be. It's not getting that overwhelming force. It's just kind of trickling in, taking these little skirmishes. Yeah, occasionally trades effectively. Like here, gets another tank. These Lings, man, they are all over the place.
Are quite good.
Oh, wow, he gets all 3 of those tanks. Incredible here. That's
grab the 4th here. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to get a 4th tank, too. Oh, wow. Nicely done out of Kaninana. Really good attack. That almost evens things back up. But again, Micro Machine does have a little bit of that supply lead still, but that really keeps Kaninana in this for a bit longer. Wow, that was huge.
He's also kind of coincidentally or not, I think Micro Machine is building a building in a stupid / beautiful place, right there,
Yeah, there it is.
Where it seems dumb, like it seems misplaced, but I think it's actually going to be very beneficial if that gets done.
And it makes the choke point.
Yeah, it makes the choke point chokier, and it's going to potentially cause Kaninana to like stop and try and kill it.
And the rally is closer,
At
too.
inappropriate times, yeah. Exactly.
And that's true. Yeah, maybe it tries to kill it while it's getting just shot by Marines or something. All right, well, battlecruiser's coming out and starting, and that usually signs the death warrant for our Zerg player here.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of anti-air still.
Could work in his favor is you're starting to get
plays.
more of a drift of the fight over to this side. And I think if the way that the creep gets matched up and units move, pull him to the right side of this map, such that he ends up attacking through the bottom, then that could be helpful. But so far it's not quite happening, but that would be ideal. And we've seen that sort of thing happen before, where like something pulls the army in a direction, and then once it's over there, it does the right thing. and that's definitely the place to attack, is this bottom right position, but he's not doing it. And it may be too late already.
Well, we'll see. Maxed out now. Micro Machine's at the point where he can just keep pushing and attacking nonstop. So it's up to Kaninana to shut this down and push it back. Get a big surround on it somehow, maybe. The production is starting to dwindle a little bit for Kaninana. The income is just not in his favor anymore, I don't think. And with the battle cruisers, again, not a ton of anti-air. There are 7 corruptors on the way, so maybe with the queens and everything, maybe these battle cruisers might get picked off. Let's get a really good couple of volleys before they can teleport out of there or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Corruptors haven't shown a lot of tendency to like group up into a group of 8 and attack. Like they're just floating around individually, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like that. It's each individual one. I think what it's doing makes sense. It's just they need to, particularly for the battle cruisers, they need to like converge.
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
Yep.
Kaninana's starting to lose bases in mining. Yeah, I think this might just be, this is it. This is Micro Machine taking the game. And there's just, yeah, there's like no income barely for Kaninana. There goes the base, one of the main mining bases here. I think there's one, yeah, the one in the top left still mining a little bit, but what a good fight here between these two. Epically close. Just back and forth. Really good engagements. Great burrow play. Great strategies out of Kaninana. But Micro Machine is just a little too strong. Battle cruisers, once he gets there, it's over unless you have an answer for it, which Kaninana doesn't quite have the answer for. So, yep, it's as we see the supply dropping more and more. Micro Machines holding at 200. While Kaninana slips down further and further that 100 mark. And yeah, now Micro Machine has shifted the focus to the top left. Again, a main crucial mining base at this point now goes down, and there's just nothing that can stop this siege tank battle cruiser combo at this point. All right, that's it. Endersword, we have our second bot for the round of 8. It's Micro Machine.
We do, and I think the end result is again something that like 90% of people would have picked, but I don't think many would have picked the 2-1 or 3 games as close as they were.
These were. This was probably one of our, if not the closest series this season so far.
Yeah,
this was very back and forth, and we're getting up into the 20-minute mark for each game pretty much. Yeah, just great skirmishes. Both bots holding the line, really putting a lot of aggression, a lot of pressure on each other. Yeah. In the end, Micro Machine will take the victory, as he just kind of does. That's just what Micro Machine does. He wins. He's a great bot.
Yeah.
And don't fear, Kaninana's not eliminated. He's going down for one more chance. Go ahead.
Yeah, just shows again like the evolution of like the strategy that you have to have. You know, at first I think the entire thing was just, you know, basic build orders and basic control, and you know, things got more and more complex, but now we're to the point that it's like specific angles of attack, specific knowledge of choke points, specific directional like ways to sweep through the bases, and things like just go down the middle, which, you know, honestly for several entire years has been basically fine, is not fine anymore. Yeah, you know, you have to be more subtle now, and some of them are starting to make that turn, but a lot still are not, and they just kind of take most obvious routes. I think, you know, that needs to be something that authors are now looking at, is like assess the situation and then say, what's the, you know, okay, they're at 5 bases, so maybe I'm not attacking the natural anymore. I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and looking at things that way.
I get you. All right, well, we're going to do a little break here, but stay tuned. Nobody leave. Well, I mean, you can leave. Just make sure you come back in like 5 minutes. Yeah. We've got 2 more amazing best of 3s coming your way. 4 more bots going at it. Again, this is the upper round of each group, so no eliminations tonight, just bots moving on to the round of 8, and we've already got 2 bots, -0 and Micro Machine, have secured their place in the round of 8. Spud and Kaninana will have to go on and face another opponent, and potentially get eliminated next week. So we'll see what happens there. So make sure you follow the channel or subscribe to the channel, whatever the hell it's called. I always hate it. I hate it. It's all different. Just say the same thing. Follow. Just follow the channel. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to do a quick little break.
Means following.
Subscribing means following. That's so dumb. Oh, wait. You know who's next? Ketrock and Sharkbot will be right after the break, followed by Eris and Zozo. So again, stay tuned for some more exciting ProBots action here on day 4 of ProBots on ES Champ ProBots. What's the name of the channel? ProBots? ES Champ ProBots. There it is. Just kidding. I know. I've said it so many times. All right, we're going to a break. We'll see you all after the break. Thanks for being here. We're back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming back for 2 more exciting best of 3s here on ES Champ ProBots. Endersword will be once again viewing the games through the Matrix, or whatever he's got going on there. And he's having a good time so far. And hey, great game so far tonight. And I am very excited for what is to come. Again, 2 more bots will be moving into the round of 8 very shortly here. Let's go ahead and talk about our first one coming up. We're ready. I'm ready. We've got Ketrock versus Sharkbot. Now, we were talking last week in ProBot or PostBots, our after show, a little bit about this one. And I'm very excited for this. I think this is going to be one of our most unpredictable matchups of the entire season, potentially.
Yeah, I think so. We got 2 of our more creative makers, kind of like trying to find things to, I don't even know if exploit is right, but like just find different ways to go at it. Obviously Ketrock with the use of ravens, slow tank pushes, things like that.
Well, even proxy marines at this point. He does a little bit of cheesiness and stuff. So
everything. Yeah, he's done bunker contains in the past that are really designed for specific opponents. And then Shark Nice has definitely done anything from, I always kind of get confused on which bot from the author we're talking about, but we've had anything from proxy void rays to oracle play to just
well, he's had whale mean in the tournament, and then he's got another bot that we haven't seen in ProBots on the AI Arena ladder, and then he's got Sharkbot. So this is Shark Nice's 5th season here with his bots, and I think Sharkbot's third season. So I'm expecting some really cool things out of these 2 bots. I think this is going to be a really fun series. We'll see how this one goes. All right, Sharkbot is in C# and is looking strong. We actually put together a puzzle of Sharkbot's image last week in PostBots. Again, if you like extra ProBots content, check out the Crown Club. Highly recommend it. We do a fun little after show the day after every ProBots. So every Friday we do a show called PostBots, where we just talk about the games, get a little closer, look at the replays sometimes, and play a game, and just talk esports stuff. It's fun. Come hang out. If you're in the Crown Club, you can come watch live in the Discord. Sharkbot is actually, or Shark Nice, the author, has been on PostBots a couple times. That was fun. Last week we had Soup Catcher last week. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, come by, hang out if you're in the Crown Club. Come chit chat. You can ask the authors questions sometimes and all that. And yeah, again, this is 3rd time for Sharkbot in ProBots with that beautiful 0% crash rate. Oh, so nice. And his opponent, this will not be an easy opponent to take down. Ketrock has consistently placed in the top 4. Very often. Has 4 top 4 finishes, actually.
Yeah. I think, you could say that he's been in the top 4 most of the time, I think.
4 of 7 times. Yeah. So almost more than 50%, depending on this one. Even if he doesn't get into top 4 here, he will have been in top 4 50% of the time in ProBots, which is damned impressive. So, we'll see what happens here. A little bit of a crash percentage, so we'll see. Never can quite count that crash out, that crash rate out. But yeah, when you're doing especially when you do a lot of updates and things like that, it just really increases, and especially on a time crunch, sometimes these submissions, you've only got a couple weeks or, however long. So if you think of something like, oh, I really wanted to add this, and you've only got like 2 days, you could rush it and then screw something up. It makes your bot crash. So it's always a little bit risky here. And yeah, we'll be talking about the updates that these bots have received very shortly as we dive into our game here. So I got 1 minute to kill Endersword.
Yeah.
What do we do? What do we do for a minute?
I don't know. Let's talk about irrational numbers.
I don't know much about irrational numbers. That's a little bit out of my.
I think
I know about real numbers.
I think
I'm great with real numbers that I can count.
I think that
and
Ketrock's playoff or top 4 rate is irrational.
Yeah.
I think
What,
4
what
out
is
of 7.
4 out of 7.
Irrational.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I think that is an irrational.
Yeah, but
sounds right.
yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, this is one of those series I don't really know how it's gonna play out. Like some of them, you're like, okay, this bot does this, this one does this. I expect this and this to happen. I don't really know for this one. You know, Sharkbot could be doing something just totally different. And then Ketrock kind of responds to various things to determine what to do.
Oh,
and
we were just talking
there's a wide
to
range.
Ketrock mentioned last week what he was working on. Was it more ghost stuff? Oh, geez, I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, he had said something about ghosts. But
yeah, because we don't actually have any updates in the notes from him. No. Shame on you, Ketrock. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this game. Ketrock versus Sharkbot.
Cut out, lose power.
Oh, that's fine. You can't hear it? That's fine. Game's ready. Ketrock versus Sharkbot. Let's go. We lost Endersword.
Ketrocks. Ketrock.
And Endersword.
Shark nices.
Sharkbot.
Oh, well, I think we lost Endersword's. Yeah, he's just walking away blind here. Having a little trouble with his audio. He'll be right back, hopefully. Okay, Ketrock had no update. Okay, that makes sense why we didn't have any notes for it then. All right, so he will be going at it with what he had under his belt. Endersword, you with us? Nope, he's not with us. All right, he's still trying to figure this out. He's got his mic working, but his headset died on us or something. So, Sharkbot, as I anticipated, very potentially, decided to go with something cheesy. We've got Proxy Gateway coming down, as well as 2 pylons in the main base of Ketrock, stopping the wall from being finished. So no barracks can go there. Nothing can block whatever Sharkbot has in store here. 3 gates in production. We're going to have a 3-gate proxy. Now, is he going to get a Cybercore or just do straight Zealot spam? Is what I am very curious to see. Oh, Cannon Rush. Wait. Cannon Rush. Oh, no, that's Ketrock saying that. I was like, he didn't say Cannon Rush or choose Cannon Rush. So Ketrock thinks it was a Cannon Rush, and he definitely knows there's cheese going on. I mean, the pylons are a little bit of a giveaway, obviously. But I don't, yeah, Ketrock doesn't quite know what cheese is going on. And actually, he's going to lose some mining time here with his SCVs pulled. So that hurts just a little bit. Not a huge deal. Oh, Endersword, you back? I heard me. I heard my echo very, very briefly there. Oh, here it is. There's the dog. The dog's on Berlingrad. Some jerk left his dog on Berlingrad. Just abandoned it. All right, probes get out. Zealot is here now. Marine is out with some Zealot buffering. The Marine should be able to kite back and hold the line relatively effectively here. Oh, no SCV's helping, though. This Marine is on his own. He's getting a lot of really good shots off, but he needs a lot more to kill one Zealot. Oh, the Zealot's going to catch him and kill him. And now there's a Zealot loose in the base. Okay, another Marine does pop out. We'll be able to clean up the Zealot. Zealot goes down, but a new, fresh one is here. And we're going to have to see some amazing micro out of Ketrock to be able to hold this off. We've got 3 Zealots in production at a time. Oh, there I am. Endersword's back with a huge echo. Hello. We missed you. Zealots swiping away here, and they're going to get some SCV kills now. Now there's 3 Zealots in the main, 4 Zealots in the main, going to town, and I think Sharkbot just took a quick win here in game number 1.
It does look like that.
Your mic is very sensitive, by the way. You're loud, and I can hear me.
Yeah, it's the headphones, the battery died.
Yeah, we saw you struggling there with no audio. You were blind and deaf.
Yeah, exactly. It was a troubling situation.
Here we go. Yeah, game one definitely going to Sharkbot here. Wow, nice cheeky little attack here. Ketrock even realizing something was going on, obviously, with the pylons there. But not able to respond quite appropriately to be able to hold that off. Yeah, you got to have a wall to be, or enough units out to be able to kite and micro away from the zealots. But yeah, carnage, Endersword. You missed the carnage.
I did appear to.
Yeah, you caught the tail end of it there, and yeah.
You know,
So Ketrock with the floaty factory actually can't get reached by the stalkers, and can't do it. Obviously, can't do anything. So yeah, Sharkbot has won this game, 100%. And will he get? Yeah, he's got to start. Okay, he's got a Stargate. All right, so game number one, yeah, easily going to Sharkbot. Sharkbot has the follow-up to be able to kill that that factory that's floating there, and so the deal. So we'll just kind of sit here and hang out and chit-chat, Endersword. So now that we got your sound working again, your eyes not working so much though. Is this the note that I need to read?
Is it?
Should I read the note now? Hold on, I have a note,
I think
everybody.
read the note.
Read the note. Okay, I'm gonna read a special note that was prepared in response to this game. I still hear my echo a little bit, by the way. Endersword. All right, Ketrock versus Sharkbot note. Here we go. Ketrock keeps the game going for another hour. Another hour of this, giving the win to Sharkbot per the ProBots 2022 Season 3 rules of stalling. Obviously, Ketrock not doing anything is just gonna idle out there. And if Sharkbot would just a little bit to the left, just a little bit more. So apparently that continues for an hour before technically nobody kills anybody, and it would have been in the game sense a draw, but per our rules, that is considered a win for Sharkbot. So congratulations, Sharkbot, taking game number one in what was over an hour-long game, technically.
Fair enough.
So well done, you. That is probably our longest game in ProBots, right?
Quite possibly. Have we had other games? We've had
sure.
games, I think, timeout before they extended the amount of time for
That's
a
like
timeout.
the max amount of time that it could have gone. Like it could have gone on forever, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Just, as far as we know, that game is still running somewhere. Just no winner. And we just had to call it. All right. Ketrock could get knocked down into the lower bracket here, or lower bit of his group, and Sharkbot looking really good to secure his spot. If he continues the cheese, and if Ketrock cannot hold it, then Sharkbot's just going to get a quick little round of 8 win here, or a quick advancement into the round of 8.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Usually once someone figures out a cheese that works, they don't let it go.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna. I have no doubt we're gonna see that again.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, again with Sharkbot, he might switch it up and just do a different cheese. You know, just completely different cheese. Some of these bots do pick at random builds. Some of them base it on their prior game. Some don't. So, all right. And yeah, last week we had the shortest game. All right, we got to fix that echo. It's breaking my brain.
Yeah. Oh, I think we can fix it as we're loading into the game.
Is it? Okay. Well, let's go ahead. I'm gonna make direct load right now. Early, 30 seconds early. Let's go ahead and dive into game number 2. I'm just gonna assume he's ready. We're gonna hope and see what happens. Let's go. Nope, he wasn't ready. Haha, put him on the spot. Some new batteries in.
Ketrocks.
Get a plug.
Ketrock. Shark Nices. Sharkbot.
All right, we are here. Endersword's getting his sound fixed up. Sorry, I was reading the chat there. StarCraft 2 game time, apparently, limit is 9 hours. I didn't know that. Before the game will just end. Oh, my goodness. A full probe poll here. After the full worker poll, Ketrock is having none of this. He wants to take the cheesy way to the round of 8. And we're just going to have to wait and see. Can we get the units tab or something? Just hit U there and see numbers. What are we at? It's 10 and 7. Probes in the lead. 7 and 9. 6 and 9. 5 and 9. Looks like the Probes are going to win it. Endersword. I don't know if you're watching. I know you're standing there. 7 and 4 here. The Probes still... Wait, some of the Probes aren't even fighting now. Yeah, I think they still have it, though. Yeah, they got it. Probes will take the win. There are 2 workers left at home to rebuild the Terran Dominion. And this is quite the task they have, considering there are 7 probes out, 2 of which are mining gas. Or 3? Wait, 2 or 3? 3! There are 3 mining gas currently. And another... Oh, man. Sharkbots just wants to make sure things stay pretty even here. So we've got 2 workers on each side mining minerals now. Or maybe 3 for Ketrock. Yep. 3 for Ketrock. So... this is just a very even game now at this point. After that worker rush, we're just, obviously the gas income is going to come into play much later for Sharkbot. If he can get up to that point, he'll have a lot of gas banked up that he can just crank out some gas-heavy units, some sentries, maybe even go into Dark Templar. Who knows? Who knows? Probably not, but who knows? Wow. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of start over here, I guess. And go from here. Oh my god, there's a little bug flying around my screen. It's driving me crazy. Driving me nuts. Okay, we're good. I got it. Endersword, how you doing there? You back? Nope, he's not back yet. He's almost back. He can hear me, so we're almost back. Zealot's making his way across the map, and this is a problem because Ketrock was set so far back that he doesn't even have a supply depot. And he builds one, but he cast to cancel. So he still doesn't have a supply depot, loses the SCV. This one Zealot alone might just seal the deal. Yeah, he takes a few swipes to sharpen those blades up on the command center. And now he's going to slice and dice some SCVs. And that's it. This is going to be it. There's nothing that Ketrock is even doing to other than running away the hurt SCVs, which they can only run for so long. Until a stalker or something shows up, but well done, Sharkbot here. Wait, didn't Sharkbot take game number 1? Our score's wrong. Ignore that score. It's a lie. It's a lie. Don't listen to it. It's 2-1, right? I didn't imagine game 1, right? Game 1, Sharkbot 1? Yeah.
Game 1 happened.
Yeah, game 1 happened, right? So yeah, Sharkbot will take the 2-0 here over Ketrock with some very aggressive cheesy play in game number 1, and then game number 2, he just held the SCV rush out of Ketrock.
Yeah.
And held it very well, and was able to follow up, and now we got Zealots here, slicing and dicing, and yeah, that's it. Alright, so we have our 3rd bot in the round of 8 in probably our quickest series.
That definitely was. But we might have a rival for it next.
Oh yeah? What's next?
Yeah. Eris versus Zozo, the worker rushing bot.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's let this finish up here. We've got Zealots finishing things off. So Ketrock will go down into the lower group, or lower portion of his Group C, to face Benbot. So we're going to have a Terran versus Terran next week for our elimination match in Group C. And that will be fun, because we've got Connie Nana and Dominion Dog for Group B, so a Zerg versus Terran, and then Phantom Bot versus Spud.
Yeah.
Another Zerg versus Terran. Phantom Bot's Zerg, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we've got our first 3 round of 8 bots. And we'll have eliminations for them next week again. And then next match, we'll talk about very shortly as soon as this finishes up. Is this... Oh, wait, this isn't going to stabilize, is it? No, this... Wait, hold on. Wait, I stopped watching the game. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay, there's 4 Zealots here, and they all decided to come home for some reason.
I mean, yeah, if they just kind of give the chance here, then, Ketrock has more workers.
Okay, so Sepulchre's done. Stargate, maybe he makes a Stalker and goes, no, what is he? Is he going to go into Oracles? Sharkbot, if you go into Oracles and lose this game,
it'll be the greatest play of all time.
It will be the greatest play of all time, yeah. Okay, so I thought this game was over. I'm sorry, everybody. We're gonna rewind a little bit, pretend I didn't say any of that. I literally stopped watching the game and started looking at other things.
It happens. It happens. It happens. I feel that Sharkbot did the same.
This is my fault. Yeah, this is no wait. Yeah, mind me's taking the blame. Yeah, this is your fault. Mind me.
Yeah.
No, usually it's me. I'm like, oh yeah, their spot's going to win, and then they just get decimated. Take it away, Undersword. I casted the first half of this game.
Yeah,
you get
I
the
mean,
second.
I guess
portion.
it's down to what things can happen that will cause this comeback to hold.
Oh, he's coming back. He's got a second base on the way. He,
yeah, we got a
Fleet
second
Beacon, I
base.
guess, is coming.
We got
So maybe
Sharkbot.
Tempest could do it.
Yeah,
Tempest could win.
Sharkbot that's decided to
Oh my
build a
God.
shield battery as well.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
always something. No gateway units like really coming. Like we just got the
Yeah,
one
I
gateway.
think it chose to go to the
We're
mass
getting a-
Tempest build. Yeah.
We're getting a second star.
Oh my God.
There
Sharkbot, you just had to leave the Zealots there and you won.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Well, he would have gotten that timeout thing again because the Zealots would have, I think, forced a liftoff on the command center
Yeah.
or something, and then
Maybe he still could have
oh,
done
he's pretty
this.
damaged.
He could have done this part for later, which is like, I'll build a Stargate.
Well, he could have
afterwards.
done it and left the Zealots there. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. He
yeah.
could have. The Zealots were just swiping away, not taking damage or anything. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I can just leave them and get Tempest.
Because the thing really, okay. So yeah, it's gonna be an Oracle.
Oh,
Which might, I don't know, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll be.
maybe
a
it kills
good
every
Oracle.
SCV. There's a planetary. That's not going to do anything
Yeah,
against an
yeah,
Oracle.
That doesn't help.
Doesn't help at
Uh,
all.
Yeah, he's getting.
There's
an
one
engineer
Marine.
there.
Okay, you know what? You know
Could
what?
be fine.
Style points. He's going for the style points win.
Could be
He's going to win
fine.
with the Oracle.
Yeah, he's just stunting on him.
He's just stunting on him. That's all.
Yeah,
He's doing kick
that's all.
flips over his head. And
Two Marines.
well, what do you need? You need 4 Marines to kill an Oracle.
It sounds right,
5, 4 or 5?
But in ProBots, it's more about by any chance does even a single Marine scare an Oracle enough?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
That
I
it
could just
won't
scare
go
it
in.
away. Well, let's see here. Do we have a brave Oracle or a coward Oracle?
Ooh,
There's a saturation error. Oh boy. And he's got wake up the Viking pilots, and he's choosing to do
no,
a
he's not killing any.
stasis.
It's a pacifist Oracle.
Whoa! He got every
That was pretty
single
damn-
SCV on the mineral line.
Yeah, pretty damn good.
Every single one. I think one just popped out of the command center and started.
Yeah.
He's like, "What the hell happened to all you guys?"
Yeah, what's happening here? He's,
That is the most effective stasis I've ever seen on a mineral line.
That is very, very good. I'm sure it was calculated to cover everything. But stasis now up. There are 2 missile turrets in place. You can see the Oracle not responding well to that fact.
Oh yeah, he doesn't
But,
like it. You
but
you
two
see the
Tempests-
blinks. He's trying to come in. Does use a revelation. Okay.
Yeah, 2
Yeah,
Tempests.
Tempests are
going
going to steal the deal. There's not Marines will not be able to engage. This is a bad map for Marines to try to chase down Tempest if they just park over that third.
This is
Oh,
the
the
worst.
Oracle!
Yeah, this is the worst thing to do.
Wow.
There you go.
It's all right. He had his moment of glory. That Oracle dropped
He
the
did-
single most
did
effective
something right.
worker line
Yeah.
stasis that has ever been cast.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly. At the single most inappropriate time to do that, when he could have just.
I don't know.
killed
That was a pretty
everything.
good time. It slows
It was
down a lot of
it
mineral.
slowed down a lot, but he could have just killed. He could have wiped the entire thing.
He could have just killed everything,
Yeah.
yes. Again, he's going for the style points win, Endersword. Okay, third base for Ketrock. Sharkbot sitting on 1, putting all of his eggs into one basket, and long distance mining
Mhm.
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He's being aggressive, but I guess he's being harassing with some harassing units. Here goes a stalker, because sure, just send out 1 stalker.
Get another Oracle.
That's all you need, right?
gonna be
You just
key.
need 1 stalker. Yeah,
That'd
that's
be
all.
key for the other Oracle. I hope
Clear
he's
the
not
path.
planning to make many more Tempests because he doesn't have any gas to support this. Off just the 1 base.
Stalker.
Oh, that's interesting. I like that even has to be said. The enemy strategy 2 base. In the meantime, there are 5 bases.
to know that he has to walk up to the second base and get completely blasted in the face by a planetary to understand. It's
Interesting.
like, oh, by the way,
Intriguing.
Oh man, this is the best game I think I've ever seen on ProBots. Okay,
Yeah.
Ketrock is now going to come back and win this game because
Yeah,
he's
of course
got
he
5
is.
bases and
Yeah, of course he is.
Sharkbot's sitting on 1. As soon as
Like, there's
Vikings
no
start
way
popping
around
out, this is done. The Tempests don't do anything as soon as there's 5 Vikings even.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're going to an ace match. I'm going to go ahead and recall this game.
Yeah. Oh, it's over.
Ketrock's taking it. This is 1 base. Yeah, Sharkbot looks
Yeah,
stuck
it's
on
over
1
the other
base,
way.
so.
Yeah, just the sheer amount of time.
I don't even know what to believe anymore, Endersword.
Yeah, I don't know. The plan is.
Wow.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how we're going to fit this whole game onto failbots.
Mhm.
Endersword, because this was a big
It is
fail out
I
of
guess-
Sharkbot.
I guess we just show the Zealot recall home, but
Yeah, I guess.
like that's all you really need. But
I mean, man, Sharkbot again with some awesome style points here. You definitely win showiest game of the tournament so far. You had it won, Sharkbot. You had it won.
okay, is he finally gonna go?
Twice, 3 times. You could have just gone and won.
Oh, he's
Oh,
not even
whoa!
gone.
He gets
He's
to second
just
base.
expanding.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
expanding at 11
That's something.
minutes.
That's something. I gotta say, you know, even though Ketrock has 5 bases, the army supply is still 19, and the worker supply, yeah, it's a bit ahead.
With the workers, the different part, yeah. But given that he's make banshees, he's got
Yeah, he's just
cloak
getting
now,
upgrades
he's
and
getting
tech and
upgrades, He's
building.
doing all this other stuff that's gonna make him very durable.
Oh man.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Like it doesn't. There was never any gas to support 2 Stargates full of stuff.
I'm gonna take a vote here between you and me, Endersword. Vote to fast forward to some action. Yeah.
Let's see it develop.
Or do we just watch
I don't know.
Sharkbot dance at home for 10 more minutes and
I don't know.
Ketrock sit at
I
home
mean,
in
I think
macro?
I assume the actions. I would have actually thought it would happen already. I thought. As
I
soon as
thought
Cloak-
this could have happened 20 times over already.
Yeah, I
Like,
I
both
thought as
bots are
soon as
just
Cloak
sitting at
was
home
done.
doing jack all right now.
Yeah, I thought when he had Cloak on the Banshees, they'd come attack, but they didn't.
Yeah, no, Ketrock's getting set up so well. He's going to be, when this engagement takes place, Ketrock's going to have everything he needs. Excuse me. Absolutely everything. He's already got pretty much everything. A few more Vikings, and boom, those 2 Tempests are worthless. Okay, a 3rd Tempest just pops out now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let us know in the poll who you want to win, Sharkbot or Ketrock, in the chat there. Just put that up. Nice, nice, nice. All right, yeah, Ketrock's gonna do the Zerg thing and just take every single base.
Yeah.
And in 20 minutes from now, we'll see an engagement and
Yeah,
somebody win the
here
game.
we go now. We've got some.
Oh, here we go.
action.
The hit squad. Flying right into the Tempest and Stalkers. Well done. Well done, lads. Go home. Mission successful. Or something. Yeah, no, they're not going to get anything done here.
So good so far. Like if this triggers an attack, maybe, then there's still time to end this, but not really.
Carrier's on the way even. The army supply is double for Sharkbot. It's still at 14 minutes in the game almost. At any point, if Sharkbot had just A-moved,
Yeah.
he would have won.
I
any
still
point
think,
up until now.
we
Even
might
now.
be there. Even now, I think if he
He could
knew
A-move and
to
win.
go to the main to kill like the actual production, I think he could keep it down. But
All right, well, I've already called it for both bots to win at one point or the other, so now I'm just going to say both bots lose and it's a tie. I'm just going to go ahead and
There
call
you go.
that. It's going to be a tie, everybody. All right, Vikings getting picked off, not taking very good engagements. I mean, that helps Sharkbot, keeps him in it. The less damage he's taking, Sharkbot now gets to a 3rd base, while Ketrock takes every single other mining base possible. And yeah, we're just gonna watch more upgrades finish and wait. Yeah. All right, finally he's gotten a little passive. He stopped dancing around a little bit.
Yeah.
That one Oracle still got some energy. Ooh, this is gonna be an epic engagement when it happens, Endersword. This is gonna be Carriers and Tempest versus, well, maybe just a lot of Vikings. I'd like to see some Thors even. What? What'd I miss?
yeah, really, yeah, just a bunch of Vikings there. A pretty good number. But if that's all it is, like, so there's
Look at
no
that formation.
ground army.
You see that Banshee
Yeah,
formation?
It's pretty cool, but they should
pretty
have
nice.
in front like
Ah!
that.
And then they panic. Look at that. They all pull away at the same time. That's hey. All right, Vikings gonna YOLO. They're gonna just go for the suicide. First try, Viking to suicide wins a lollipop. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, they all
And
win
I
a
mean,
lollipop here.
that's cool, but they back up into the shield battery there, and they just flew directly over a bunch of stalkers.
Didn't get a kill. Not one.
Did they not kill one? None?
I don't think they got one Tempest.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
maybe one.
They got one. Yeah, they got
That one.
But yeah, that's not worth it. So, I mean, again, Ketrock's economy way better. Upgrades even better. And getting even better. And making 10 Vikings at a time. There is a point at which this is overwhelming, but the way that was done was not particularly artful.
Yeah, this is not our cleanest game. Definitely one of the most entertaining games I think I've ever seen on ProBots. A lot of downtime, but just a lot of really interesting things happening here. All right, Stalkers getting some good shots on the Banshees. Banshees getting some good shots on the Stalkers.
Yeah,
Where's
he
the
needs the
Observer?
Oracle. Well, the
Or the
Oracles were
just,
the thing.
yeah, just Oracle. They're right there.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
cast
they were the
Revelation.
thing doing this, and they didn't. They're not doing
Now they're
it
done.
anymore.
Oh, wait, here we go. There we go. Now they've cast the Revelation. Good job.
Yeah.
Just a little late to the party.
Bit late now, though. Yeah.
Yeah, these Tempests. Unless these Tempests can get cleaned off by the Vikings, they're just going to reign supreme here. We've talked about it before, how the Tempest
Carrier
hasn't
goes
quite
down.
been figured out yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can take the Tempest out. You can see the Viking logic here attempting to do so, and we have seen it out of Ketrock successfully dive onto this Tempest and kill them all off. But this time around, it's showing that it's still just not fully figured out. They can still just dominate a battlefield when used correctly.
Yeah, especially again when you don't have ground support because you're just flying over.
Well,
a
you
whole
have
bunch
to
of
have the ground support,
stalkers.
yeah.
And,
Oh yeah, look at the Banshee's not standing a chance against these Tempests.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna just kind of watch
there's-
this skirmish here.
There's a Dark Templar though.
Oh, I thought we might see Dark Templar.
Yeah.
Remember I called that earlier
Yeah,
in the game?
yeah.
I didn't believe it myself,
Good.
but here we are.
Good.
Here we are after what would have been a 2-minute or 3-minute victory for Sharkbot in an 18-minute game with Tempest Carriers, Dark Templar, and just a huge air army coming out of Ketrock with great upgrades finishing, by the way. 3-3, just about to finish up for the Vikings and the Banshees and all that. But 3+3 attack for Sharkbot's air is also finished, so his Carriers and Tempest are going to pack a
There
huge
goes
punch
the
here.
VP. There goes the
He
Observer. as
sneaks
well.
by. Oh, the Raven's hot on his tail, though.
Yeah.
Raven's chasing him down. Oh, yeah, there's a turret
There's
there, too.
detection everywhere because each
Oh, the
base,
turret scares him.
yeah, each base has a whole bunch
Like,
of
nope,
stuff.
do not want.
Yeah, well, he knows it's more the. I think he knows he's detected, but there's a planetary, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that too. Yep, not going to work out. I'm surprised no units have been pulled back to deal with that or anything.
Yeah.
Just the Raven is just pulled back to deal with that. So I guess he's hoping like maybe the Dark Templar will just walk into some of my army or something, and then I'll kill it because my Raven's there. Or he'll walk into a planetary. Whoop, and there it goes. All right, Vikings, do your thing. Oh, there's a lot of Vikings this time. Now this is the successful Ketrock Viking YOLO that we have come to know and love.
Yeah, this
And
is-
boom, he gets every single air unit with Vikings left over. And that is a huge blow to Sharkbot. That was Sharkbot's
Yeah,
main.
that was his like bank of.
That was
power.
his. That was how he is still in this. Yeah, he had that as his backbone,
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah, Stalker's going to be able to do okay here, but those Tempests really gave him range and high damage output, and just really helped him control this area. Now he's going to have a hard time. You can see the Banshees already having an okay. Like they're just grouping up. They're not afraid of anything because there's no Tempest to shoot them anymore. I mean, they're a little afraid of the Stalkers, but not too much. You can see them shooting now.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think when revelated here, he doesn't want to step into it.
Wow. As Owen Wilson would say, wow. Wow. All right. Well,
Unfortunately, he keeps trying these DTs too, and that's unfortunately just a waste.
I told you, did I not tell you this
Yeah.
series was going to be one
Yeah.
of the weirdest series of the
It
season
is weird.
before we even started?
Very weird.
This is interesting, to say the least. And all right,
Racing
Banshee's
close.
getting some good hits here. This might spell trouble for Sharkbot. A big wave of zealots going to do something. I don't know what they're doing. They just went to
No,
the other
they're
side of the rocks to die.
We've seen a few. We've seen a few bots not understand these particular rocks.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a little tricky. Yeah, this Planetary here. Sharkbot trying to take another base, but I think Sharkbot's now just going to get starved out. Yeah, he's already half the supply. This is it. Ketrock won.
Yeah.
Ketrock came back and won a game which Sharkbot, for the first 15 minutes of the game, could have just A-moved and taken. So a little bit unfortunate, a little bit of misreading out of Sharkbot. Really misreading the situation or something by pulling those Zealots back at the beginning of the game. And yeah, no, I will say though, the highlight for me was that revelation. That was sexy. That was, or not, I'm sorry, not the revelation. The
Stasis.
Stasis, yeah, the Stasis field. That was sexy. That was the sexiest Stasis field I've ever seen.
Was quite good.
I'm
Quite
thankful
good.
on this Thanksgiving
Just
Day
inappropriate.
for beautiful Stasis fields. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, this might be the biggest throw in ProBots history. For 3/4 of this game, we're only at 20 minutes now, for 3/4 of this game, Sharkbot could have won at any point, I feel like. And Ketrock just held strong, did his thing, and comes back and takes a win, and now we're going, hey, I mean, I'm happy about this. I get another ace match.
Indeed you do.
So we're going to an ace match, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Game 3 between Ketrock and Sharkbot will be happening here. And again, this is to move on to the round of 8. So this is a really big game for both of these bots. You get that secured, guaranteed spot. You've got an extra week where you can kind of sit back and relax. The bots that get knocked down into the lower group have to fight for one more chance to get into that round of 8 or get eliminated. So yeah, big win here for Ketrock to even things up. And yeah, we're gonna go into game 3. All right. That's all I got to say on this one. This was a crazy game.
That was indeed crazy, and I'm not sure how it'll follow up now.
Okay, are we gonna get more cheese? Is that I think
More
Ketrock's
cheese
gonna
is
proxy.
good.
I bet Ketrock proxies.
Maybe.
No, he's not gonna work a rush. He can't work a rush, right? Because he worked a rush this game and won, so he's gonna change it up.
Yeah.
Gee, oh, look at that. Is that Pac-Man? Hell yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Look at that. Pac-Man and mules. I think Ketrock's going to proxy.
Yeah.
I think he's going to proxy.
Yeah, I think a proxy might make some sense.
I think he's going to pull
the other,
because he did an update.
Yeah.
And remember, didn't he say last time he's just choosing builds at random sometimes?
Yeah.
Not all the
But-
time. Wait, maybe that was last time.
I know that last time
remember.
he's always had the identification problem where he was never, if he didn't know who the bot was,
Exactly, he would just choose at random, yeah.
But in
now
this
he
case,
knows. Okay,
if he just won with that, like it doesn't necessarily know anything else that happened. So would it just choose the same thing? Maybe.
I don't know. I honestly have no idea what's going to happen.
I
here.
really don't know.
Just
what's gonna
Sharkbot. Now, yeah, well, Sharkbot, after losing that, now what does Sharkbot do? Because
happen. Not that.
I don't even know.
It should just never do that in the first place.
I hope we get a
Whatever-
proxy versus a proxy.
Yeah,
I think
that would be
great.
fun.
Whenever what?
Yeah, like whenever, like it should just never do what it did last time in the first.
Oh
place.
yeah.
Like it should never one gate double Stargate off a single base. Like it was incoherent to begin with. So I don't know. Like obviously something kind of like broke along the way, I guess. But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to begin with.
That was an interesting game. This is an awesome series so far between these two. Really unique games we're getting. Yeah, really unique endings too. Yeah, the first game going to an hour-long idle win for Sharkbot, and then this game just, yeah, you saw it. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. That was a hell of a game.
Definitely check it out.
That's the last time I call a game ever again. All right, early. Here we go. Game number 3. Let's see who moves on to the round of 8. Will it be Sharkbot or will it be Ketrock? Let's find out right now. That was intense.
Ketrocks.
Yeah, this is what
Ketrock.
Standard.
Shark nices.
Sharkbot.
Here it comes. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Wait, did he say SCV rush? What did he
he
say?
said it. He said SCV rush, but then he said exception.
Oh, interesting. Maybe
so I
because he
don't know.
won with it. He won with it, so maybe that's what causes the. Oh, I already won. Don't actually do it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
He's analyzing the game, saw he lost a game or something, and is like, "Oh, I see you," but then is like, "No, wait, I won with it, so don't do it again." That's my best guess. Ketrock could let us know if he's still hanging out here. What is the exemption? I'm very curious. All right, I was wrong. No cheese. No cheese at all, Endersword. Except for the cheese sitting on my counter waiting for me. It's a delicious peppercorn cheese. Disgustingly tastes like peppercorn. Like, it's like you're chewing on peppercorns. It's awesome. I love it. But yeah, no cheese this game. Second base out of both bots. Wow. So on Stargazers, we're going to have a standard macro game out of these two. And looks like Sharkbot already getting ready to take the third.
Yeah, so
already
it's been
mining.
programmed in to understand.
Yep,
yeah,
he already's got this new map on lock, and yeah, he's going to get that third base. And that's a great place for a third, really safe. You have to do, a special little something to get in there.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I have not talked about food for a long time. It's Thanksgiving. I will talk about food. So get over it. I haven't talked about food in like weeks, all right?
Yeah.
Weeks, Endersword.
Weeks.
Weeks. I've been so good. I've got stuffing waiting, green beans, a lot of cheese, a lot of beer. It's going to be great. Very excited. All right. Game 3 here. Ketrock has no idea what's going on. Well, Ketrock, you got to game 3. 3 SCV rush attempts, but it broke in 2 of them. Oh, interesting. So that's why he doesn't know what's going on. Oh, okay. Ooh, mozzarella sticks are a phenomenal appetizer. I don't want to change your mind, Dusty. Those are probably one of the best appetizers. Yeah. No, I'm not going to even attempt to change your mind here. It's a good one to have as a favorite. All right. Marines popping out, stalkers on the way. So yeah, just very standard as it gets opening out of these bots here. Is that an engineering bay at the top of Ketrock's ramp? Is that just for turrets? I'm assuming. Yeah. Because no
He's
upgrades
done that
just
before.
yet.
I think of the first game he had a similar placement.
Yeah. Your roast is ruined. Which Zerg unit can you serve instead? Well, would you roast first? Is it a roach? A roach roast?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's very carapacey though.
Yeah.
I think if you were gonna, the meatiest one I think seems to be like the Hydralisk.
Well, that's going to be your most muscular kind of meat.
Yeah, that's
but for
like dark meat. Yeah.
But like bacon, you probably want from the drones because they've got they get a nice little workout mining and stuff. They're just cruising, they're just floating around.
Yeah.
They've probably got a nice meaty belly there for bacon.
Ultralisks are for steak and stuff.
Oh yeah, and definitely steaks out of ultras, obviously. Or ground. Can you imagine how much ground meat you'd get out of an ultralisk?
Exactly.
Ultra. If you opened a hamburger stand on Marsara and served ultralisk hamburgers, one ultralisk would make probably 5,000 hamburgers, if not more. That might even be low. That might even be a low estimate.
It might be low.
Ultralisks are fucking huge, man. You know how much meat you get out of one.
I feel like a regular cow has at least 500 hamburgers in it.
Oh, that's smart. Ketrock coming in with or a queen. You could use the queen and eat the larva. Turn the larva grind the larva up, turn them into hamburger patties.
Yeah.
Done.
That's basically the equivalent of veal at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it is kind of like veal. All right, Sharkbot sees that, which I'm assuming he's referring to the cloaked banshee being researched on the starport. He sees it. He sees it. He sees it all. So, what will he do in response? So he gets a warp prism, and I'm hoping an observer, since he sees it, if that is what he saw. Yeah, you'd need a huge fridge to store that much ultralisk meat, though. Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah. Basically, you would need a whole building, like a cooler the size of a giant, like 10-story building or something. Because once you process it, it'll be a little smaller than the size of the Ultra, obviously, but you still need a lot of space for all your Ultra meat. All right, a little attack here. Not much of a defense other than the Banshee without cloaks, so the Stalkers will push it away for the moment. And, he does finish and lifts off the base, so the Immortal won't be able to do any more damage there. Wow, Sharkbot is just going for it. There is a planetary, so that Immortal... this is not where you want to engage. You do not have enough army here yet. Oh, save the Immortal.
Yeah, can he get the
What is in
Banshee
that War
before the
Prism? He's
cloak
got
is on?
Stalkers.
Yeah.
Oh, he saves the Immortal by distracting with the Stalkers. Oh, but the Immortal has a Death Wish, Endersword. He's just coming back.
That's
Okay, no,
okay.
wait, did he turn around? Where is he? He keeps coming back, Endersword.
The sick pickups here.
Okay, he's gone. He left. Good. Yeah, this
Free
is what I
fire
want to see.
pickups. Yeah.
Can you dodge? Is he dodging the PF?
Yeah, he's dodging the PF, and
Or
he was
does the PF
dodging
hit?
He was
No, I
dodging the
think he was
Banshee
getting
shots.
hit.
Yeah.
I think he was getting hit
He
by
might
the
have
PF.
by I don't know.
No, I don't think you can dodge the
I thought
Planetary
he
Fortress
was.
hit. It's like a Marine shot. It just hits. I think.
Let's see when these drop.
I mean, they're already.
He was definitely
probably
dodging the
healed up.
Banshee one.
Yeah, he's definitely. You can dodge the Banshee, but I don't think you can dodge the Planetary because I do think it's the same kind of attack like a Marine rifle, where it's just it hits because it's a bullet. It goes fast. Supersonic, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I am just gonna go ahead and say yeah, the Planetary Fortress cannot or does hit a unit trying to lift. You cannot dodge a Planetary Fortress shot. Is what I'm calling. I could be wrong.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works. It
Someone
has
will
to,
let me
like,
know here. I'm sure.
It has to like rotate to the location and then fire. So I know
Yeah.
once it fires, you can't.
Well,
But-
yeah, that's
but
what I'm
can
saying.
you-
Once it fires,
But
you
can
cannot
you
dodge it. You could technically make but no, it would just lose its log and then fire
Yeah.
because the cooldown would be done, so it would
Yeah.
fire instantly on whatever is next in range.
Because like, see what it's doing there.
oh,
Yeah.
there! Oh, I see what you're saying. He
So
is kind of
He's kiting around it, and it's never making it.
because he's never doing the shot. Oh, but no, you see, it does do the
It
shot
did fire
eventually.
eventually. Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
he also is just dropping it in front of it eventually.
Yeah, that's true. He's dropping in front now. Huh. You can shoot and pick up before the
Yeah.
Planetary Fortress turns, so you can dodge it before it shoots, technically. But once,
once
it shoots, it hits. You cannot. Okay, interesting, man. This is some really interesting dynamic that I've never seen before in StarCraft. Dodging planetary shots or like preempting the turn of the. So you could technically, if you parked a warp prism on top, and could like go back and forth and drop on either side, right? You drop on one side as it turns
Yeah.
lift, go on the other side, drop, and just back and forth really quickly.
Ooh,
Nice storm,
nice
gets
storm.
some SCVs. So, man, Sharkbot's being aggressive, really keeping Ketrock pinned back here, which is going to allow him to get fourth base, which is nice, but Ketrock still holding strong. You know, Sharkbot's not gonna break these planetaries anytime soon. Does get an Archon, that's a good choice. Stalker's doing a pretty good job at kiting back and staying alive. They've taken a few unnecessary hits, I'm sure. But for the most part, except for as I say that, they decide to dance in Planetary Fortress range. Yeah, Sharkbot's being a little bit too aggressive, I think, but he's being very safe about it. So maybe it's not too aggressive. It just feels like Ketrock could just clean this up, but he's not. Like I don't know what's making this so strong. It's one Archon and two Stalkers. Like it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I guess the feedbacks are pretty big.
Yeah,
that
the
helps a
feedback
lot.
on the Banshees is quite good.
Especially with the planetary there. Obviously, yeah, it makes it so the mineral line is safe, but, oh yeah, he's going to lose that Archon. Goodbye. Yeah, doing a little
But
more.
he did
Warp
end up
Prism
getting a
dodge.
Stalker behind the mineral line in that. That's certainly helpful.
Yeah, no, I don't even know how to call this now. This is really weird. There's just Stalkers dancing around planetaries. Big storms on the SCVs. Oh, that is huge. That could just turn the tide of battle completely here. That really hurts Ketrock's economy. This is a big mining base here, especially since he's just trying now to get his fourth base up. I think his third base isn't even mining. It's under pressure. Oh, it is mining a little bit, but it is under pressure still. SCV scattering. This is just chaos, Endersword.
It is indeed, and it's going to be a matter of when does the chaos turn, because either the pressure lets up and all of a sudden like 8 Banshees are unleashed as they can leave home safely, or he eventually gets like Immortals or something else there.
These feedbacks are huge. They're really keeping
yeah,
the
the
Banshees
feedback's
from doing
giant.
anything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, these Banshees,
Yeah.
I feel like, would be doing a lot more.
Yeah, maybe if he can effectively keep kind of the third down, then it becomes kind of a mine-out race, but because there's a third and fourth operating still well enough, then I think that's a problem. Oh, the Banshee's getting close enough. No. If they could be all stormed, then that's a huge help as well.
That would be helpful, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, Sharkbot still has a great lead here, up in Army, up in Workers. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, oh, yeah, he's up in Army, yeah, and he's got more bases, by the looks of it, up and running. Like, he's just not been harassed. He's been able to mine completely and undeterred from it. So, another push coming across. A lot of High Templars mixed in here. I love this because, again, they're getting great feedbacks on Banshees. They can storm whatever the heck they want, and it looks like they might get some more storms on the mineral lines here. Momentarily, there it is.
That's
Juicy storms are going to go off. Banshee's starting to group up in number, though. There's a lot of Banshees here.
Yeah,
Will they be able to hold?
Now it's
I don't know
starting to
if
get
it's
some
enough.
actual damage done to this now with the storms being so successful.
Oh,
but
yeah,
isn't
it's a
enough
space.
to finish this off.
I don't think he's got quite enough DPS to kill the planetary.
He's only got like
just
now,
yet.
now more SCVs coming.
Yeah, now that they're or repairing again,
Yeah, he's doing the pickup drop off here though, going after the individual SCVs now. Even the Phoenix lifting SCVs.
Yeah.
This could potentially go down.
Oh, it's so
but it's
low!
getting repaired, so close, but no.
Oh my god, hey, Ketrock holds it once again. Oh, just teasing my heart, toying with my heart here. Oh, the Warp Prism goes down with everything inside of it. That's a big pick off. Really slows this down and gives Ketrock just a moment of breathing room here.
Yeah,
just a
nice.
moment, though, because here comes more storms.
Yeah, storms on Banshee. Banshees do not tank storms particularly
Not well.
Yeah.
Not well at all. Not at all. All right, well, a couple Archons. They're going to be able to get a few SCV kills, but I think this planetary is fine. For now, it has fully repaired and healed. Ketrock is now mining from those bottom left bases.
He needs. We're getting 2 Immortals out now, and I think that's what he's really needed the whole time. 2 Immortals can kind of pound through something like this fairly quickly with a little bit of cover.
Oh, yeah, if he had a couple Immortals here, that'd be huge. He could just, drill down. Especially in conjunction with the storm. Oh, he could just eviscerate this. But now he's... Sharkbot's taking some really questionable engagements now and is now actually down in Army supply. Whereas he had the lead and the chokehold on Ketrock, but now that is slipping away as Ketrock is beating this back so effectively now with
There's
those
a few
Banshees.
things working in his favor long run-ish, which is, you know, 4 bases obviously to many more. Ketrock does not yet appear to be taking like the back top base. Hasn't cleared the minerals, anything like that. So if that's a limitation, then that's in Sharkbot's favor. But yeah, it's just kind of beating his head against the wall to go after the planetary. There, an Immortal comes in. If he's got support, then maybe he could do something. Kind of needs another good like. I mean, feedback storms here are helpful, but they're not killing anything. They're just damaging things.
It does have the Immortal here now, so that could be something now. Looks like it's going to get picked off.
Second Immortal. He needs the 2 Immortals to come in with the Stalkers already in front, and they can't just go in by themselves. But he's getting pushed back.
Yeah, no, Ketrock is holding. I think Ketrock is again turning this around. It's almost like with Micro Machine. As soon as it gets to the late game, there's just a few bots that they almost can't be beat once they get to that point, and they have their production up and running. They have their army. They kind of want their composition, and this is the composition Ketrock wants. Really fast Banshees, supreme air dominance with the Vikings, with the Ravens, and I just don't think Sharkbot's going to be able to do it with this composition anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, now that Ketrock's pushed it far enough out, he can actually take a 5th base in front, and that's going to really turn it. Because your only real hope was to have him mine out, and then just kind of do it through attrition. But that doesn't seem like it's going to happen just yet.
No, not yet. It's not over yet. There's still a great economy. Sharkbot has a lot going on for him, but. Oh my god, Ender Sword, Disruptors.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that there's no ground units to use them on. I finally get my Disruptors, but there's nothing except for SCVs, I guess, and maybe I could kill a Planetary.
Yeah. Here's a nice big counter pushback. Big storms, big feedbacks. You know, we got numbers again.
Use it on turrets, there you go. Disrupt for the turrets.
Archon running in front, kind of dying. Not a great place to engage. despite the fact that was enough to really start like a counter swing.
Well,
no,
there is
no detection is really a big problem.
Oh, you gotta have detection.
Yeah.
Well, and again, Sharkbot is getting up into that tech that he needs to deal with this. He's got a fleet beacon that just finished, but is it too late? Does Ketrock already have too much control?
I think the move into the Ravens in particular with the free turrets is
oh, there's the disruptor. Get a turret. There we go. There we go. Oh, the turret timed out before it hit, I think.
So Banshee number a little bit controlled, but then the Ravens are good.
Man, I must commend you, Shark Nice, though. Big props for sticking with Oracle usage, and for now working in disruptors.
Yeah. Trying to switch the carry.
Branching out, I really like that. I think it's really good. Obviously, against Ketrock, it's not anything with disruptors. Oh, did we lose the game? What happened? I lost the game.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm still there. I mean,
Correct. Give me the game back. There it is. Okay, I got it back. I don't know. It went away from it. It was just like closed. All ended for it. Anyway, it's back. I can see what's going on. It's oh, does Ketrock have it? I think Ketrock's got it.
Yeah, I think we're at breakthrough point. I mean, Sharkbot could still make adjustments to this, but I don't.
He can't break the planetaries. He can't
we'll see
deal
how
with
he's dealing
this.
with the carrier part.
Yeah, no, and yeah, Sharkbot doing a great job just utilizing every tool in the Protoss arsenal, pretty much. But Ketrock is resilient as all else, and just survive the non-stop aggression out of Sharkbot. And
Now, I will tell you, a single carrier camping over 4 shield batteries ain't to be fucked with.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. And there's no Vikings here, so...
Yeah, there were.
Oh, wait, there's one. There's one Viking.
There were before, yeah.
Well, he's got to stay on the shield batteries.
Yeah,
oh, the shield batteries are out of energy.
Yeah, they are. He's wandering out, but there's not much that can hit it now.
Well, there's one more Viking just showed up. He's killing interceptors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't see carriers very often either. Obviously, with that, it's hard to you can't count the interceptors or something. So you just always have
so
to
it
producing
doesn't
them,
know right now
that it's only got
that
one.
it sucks.
Oh wait, there's other
That's
interceptors. Oh, another
yeah,
carrier comes.
guy.
Oh, but he doesn't quite save the first one.
Yeah,
I thought the other carrier was gonna come in and save the day there. All right, this ain't over yet. Sharkbot is on the ropes, but he does have carriers popping out. Will the carriers be enough? No, I think it's going to be the same problem with Tempest. Ketrock just knows to build a lot of Vikings. He's got 3 producing at a time, and he'll just dive bomb.
Yeah, it was working great over top
Boom,
of
gets the other one, yeah.
Over top of the shield batteries, but once he moved out of there, there's not enough.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I just gotta wait and see here. I think Ketrock's gonna seal the deal with his Vikings. Oh, the carrier survives because of the shield battery, but again, that's temporary, I fear.
Yeah, temporary breakdown. That's a huge giant storm, and it makes him go closer to all these photon cannons. That's a bit of a reset right there.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. Minerals lost and stuff definitely in Ketrock's favor. He's always been known to be a very cost-efficient bot.
Yeah.
So that's no surprise to see that.
Yeah, let's see if this push works. Unfortunately, one of those Archons is hallucinated, but yeah, a little ground support to the carriers. If you could get like, you know, a number of them, I mean, it's been a matter of that. Like, if you could get grouped up enough to, you know, counter push this stuff, it can work. But he just kind of keeps losing the key cards.
It's evening it out a little bit. Sharkbot's catching up. Sharkbot has great infrastructure, even has that bottom-most gold base. So technically has more money in the long run if he can hold all those bases. He will have had more money to spend. So it's okay if he loses a little more.
Yeah, I mean, he could definitely be inefficient a little bit, but he's currently inefficient on like a 2-to-1 basis. And he's not over on a 2-to-1 basis. I like this though. This is helpful.
Interesting. Little.
So yeah.
Now this is what I've been talking about. Just taking positions of the map and controlling them.
Yeah.
And that can be really big. If he controls this point of the map, it's going to be really hard for Ketrock to push through it.
Yeah.
You know, that covers a lot. Everything kind of north and south of it, because you've got your carriers that can just bounce up and down and up and down. Really cover a lot of zone there, so. What are these command centers doing? They're flying, they're looking for more bases, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a couple orbitals flying around.
Yeah, I think they got pushed back. Like, obviously, he's going to want to switch into a mostly mule economy. So even the third base there, mined out, main mined out, natural obviously mined out. Was the bottom fourth also pretty mined out? Yeah. So it's just gas only. So the only mineral income is coming from that fifth base. Ketrock has a fair bit of a bank, though. But with that many mules, he's going to mine through it pretty
Oh, yeah,
quick.
he's going to get through real quick.
Yeah.
Banshees don't care about shield
Yeah.
batteries. It was I liked the idea, but it just didn't work out. Maybe some cannons mixed in there would have been helpful.
There were.
Were there? 'Cause
Yeah.
I see him down to the
There
right. I
were,
thought
but
it
he
was
just
shield batteries.
he just murked them. Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, those
You get that many
really
banshees,
out.
and they just get one shot it.
They one-shot stuff, yeah. All right, well, the defensive position for Sharkbot is cleared out. Ketrock still vastly in the lead here, especially first arm. So this might just get to the point where Sharkbot just runs out of money, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's
Definitely
looking
can.
like.
Nothing's really put pressure on like his actual bases in a bit though. The Ravens are really the big thing because they haven't really been. The Banshees do keep kind of getting reset because they do suicide a bit, but the Ravens kind of don't, and because they can keep throwing turrets down, it's just trading free things for interceptors generally.
Yeah. Which are not free, by the way.
They're not free.
They're not free. All right, well, supply is getting closer to 200 for Sharkbot. He's surviving. He's got an army. This is just non-stop skirmish
Oh, yeah,
for that
this is a
land
good-
there. Oh,
this
wait, what's
is a
going
really
on
good
here?
move.
Oh, he's muling.
he's
He's stealing the
muling.
minerals.
Yeah, muling these away is definitely huge. Doing it across everything.
It's like, oh, fine. Now you won't let me take any more bases. I'll just take your minerals. That is awesome. I've heard him talk about that, but I've never actually seen it in play.
Yeah, definitely giant
Incredible.
to do that.
Yeah, it's free. Again, free units, so you might as well at this point. So Ketrock getting a little bit of extra income as a great bank. There's a huge mineral bank for Sharkbot, but Sharkbot needs gas. Sharkbot is so starved on gas right now that
The funny
all he can
thing-
warp into zealots.
Yeah, the funny thing here is he's got plenty of gas. He's just not mining it. So he's got only 1 and 2 workers on each of the gas.
No.
spot.
It
Well,
looks
I
that
know
way.
he's doing
It's
the
3.
thing, but yeah, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure, because I thought that last game too, I was like, oh, he's only got
Yeah,
2.
maybe. Yeah.
But they're moving, because yeah, if you count 1, 2, yeah, he's got 3 out there right now. It's
Yeah,
just
because it
happening.
looks, just watching the ticker, like it should be coming in from 5-6 bases, and it seems
Yeah.
slow. But,
Oh, he's out of gas.
Yeah.
That actually, I think, might just be too much for him to handle. Yeah, with no more gas in the bank, he can't make any more big unit. That one carrier is going to be like his last big unit, and I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Ketrock's breaking through here. Ooh, does save that carrier with some cannons. Nice. Wait, okay, no, the Viking's just behind the carrier. Is he attacking the carrier with his cannons? Do the carriers kill the Banshees? I just don't think they can. Is there even an observer that he can use to kill them?
I don't. He probably doesn't have an observer. It would keep dying to the Ravens, but I mean, he's mostly relying like on the feedbacks to keep the Banshees.
Well, he's got
down,
High
but
Templar
doesn't
fighting
have the,
turrets too.
Yeah, he doesn't have the ability to do that anymore.
Never seen a High Templar skirmish a turret before.
Yeah. And a lot of these little, there's a couple left, but a lot of these photon cannon banks are gone.
What's our minerals lost at? What's our resources lost, rather?
Yeah, 40,000.
Wow.
21. and,
Wow, that is cost
more
efficient out of
than more
Ketrock.
than double on gas.
Jeez.
So you can see actually what's happening there. There's tons of Banshees dead, tons of Vikings dead. Not a single Raven has died.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, and that makes sense because you don't want them right up in the front typically. Anyway, to drop the turrets, they gotta pop up there, but they're never gonna stand and fight like a Viking or a Banshee.
But I think they'll be able to eventually just pop in, drop turrets, and leave. Like, even if he loses all this and they both are just mined out and on nothing, I think that's what's going to happen. The other thing is, I mentioned the base in the far back that he has not been able to take, but he can mule mine it.
Oh, there's a disruptor. What will it do? Nothing useful.
Nothing.
Probably.
Yeah. There's nothing on the ground.
There's
been like
here.
4 Marines
Wow, that's a
the
lot of
whole game.
mules.
Something like this can end up as a draw, but yeah, I think with that sort of things, Ketrok has another whole base worth of stuff to
Oh yeah,
exploit.
gas too.
Yeah, he could end up taking that. Whereas Sharkbot kind of out. If we scan around Sharkbot's base, are we all basically mined out? So that one's still going. This one has a few things. Oh, that would
The
have
army
helped.
supply is just.
The 3 trapped
Little
immortals
lever.
would have helped a while ago.
Or there. Oh my God! Look at that. Well, okay, that makes the army supply even worse. 119 to 27.
Yeah.
12 of it's sitting right there. Like. Oh, there. Wait, how much is 3 or 4 supply for 4? I think it's 4.
For you.
Anyway, yeah, no, this is. I think Ketrok's out there. There's just no army left. There's a Tempest and a Stalker, and then 3 Stuck Immortals. Oh, here comes the Zealot. No. Oh, maybe. Oh no, it's a Sentry. A slow Sentry Warping. I think Ketrok's got this.
There's
in the
another
bag.
carrier coming, but yeah.
Yeah, there's enough Vikings just to kill it off, though.
Well, yeah, and I think again from the beginning, it's always been there's enough Ravens to drop enough turrets to eventually wipe everything, and there's nothing. Like, Sharkbot has shown no awareness of what to even do about the Raven. Yeah, and there's the turret wiping out all the cannons. The carrier has literally no idea what to do.
Yeah, no, I think Ketrok's got it. Yep, that supply's dropping so drastically for Sharkbot again. 3/4 of his army's 3 Immortals stuck in a corner somewhere. Oh,
Yeah,
what a series! Oh, I am just speechless. Like, I'm out of energy after this one. This was a long series between these.
Ketrok finally
These
building
guys. Oh, these poor mortals.
Marines and Hellbats and stuff.
Oh yeah, because he's out of gas, so he's got to build.
Yeah,
But
these
he's
are
not
full.
out of gas. He's got two that he didn't get. Nice little heart there. All right, GG. Yeah, Ketrok does take the game here and takes the series. Ender Sword. After a 30-minute game, we have got our 3rd round of 8 competitor. Ketrok seals the deal, and we'll move on to the next round.
Indeed,
Wow,
we shall.
I am out of breath. I'm out of breath, Ender
Yeah.
Sword. Kicking my butt.
Yeah, I think it took a while to happen. At one point, it kind of became clear that was inevitable. And again, this has been one of the backbones of Ketrok, but the Raven army, it dropping turrets is just one of the most cost-effective things out there. So the turrets are basically responsible for killing all the interceptors from all the carriers. Because I think had that not been the case, like without turrets, the carriers eventually would have passed up enough because there wasn't enough Viking to do it. But it's the fact the turrets kept going down, and then the interceptors seemed drawn to them, and they would just take out enough, and eventually she can't replace them enough.
All right, well, GG, and oh yeah, I forgot to read this update. Sharkbot, one of his updates, which made this so good. He used a secret laboratory to artificially rapidly age his cheese in preparation for this round.
Nice.
So that is what made that so fun.
Worked.
I got some
Kind
in
of.
my eye. It's killing me here.
Me too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more best of 3. I'm gonna try to get through here with one eyeball. Maybe I'm just going blind like Henderson. What's
Yeah,
happening?
you don't need any, man. Just trust
Man, yeah,
your.
no, I got something in my eye
Yeah,
here. It's killing me right
just
now. Oh my god.
Let the force flow through you.
I will just channel the what I perceive to be seen. All right, game number 3 coming up here, ladies and gentlemen. Or I'm sorry, match number 4, set number 4. This is it. One more best of 3, and we've got Zozo versus Eris coming up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see probably a quick series here, right?
That's the thinking.
That's the
Yes.
thought. Well, unless we hold on, let me look at the updates.
You never
here.
know,
Maybe-
though. Yeah.
Maybe we got some updates. Zozo, we're saying this because Zozo likes to work around. Oh, here's Eris. Eris is number one. Well, if you don't know about Eris, you need to catch up because Eris is dominating everything. Number one on the ladder. Team Eris just kicking ass right now. A lot of achievements in its very short time in ProBots so far. This is Eris's 5th time in ProBots and has already received 2 first place wins and 1 second place win.
Yeah.
That's insane. Eris is going to be a favorite to win this, I think. We even have some updates for Eris. Fixed some bugs where Eris went through enemy tumor or thought enemy tumors were a proxy. Numerous little bug tweaks and just some bug fixes. Nothing major. Nothing fundamental. So
The key will
there's
be,
not a whole lot to fix on Eris. Eris is
Yeah,
already
no.
pretty much perfect. So Zozo. What is Zozo gonna do, Endersword?
I love Worker Rush. I love
Oh, so yeah, I think you're right. So yeah, Zozo known for that. You can see it in the image there. There is an update that we're gonna see out of Zozo actually this time, and I'm not gonna spoil it just yet.
Yeah.
Because it could come into play here, and we'll
Be
see what happens.
surprising. Okay.
Could be a surprise. All right, are we ready? I see soon on the thing.
Go.
I think we're ready. Sure, I'm just
Let's
gonna
go.
go ahead and say we're ready. Series number 4, our final series, Group D here to decide our final one of the night, I guess. Yeah, we've got our 4th bot going into the round of 8 tonight, and then next week we will have 4 more bots moving into that round of 8, and 4 bots which will be eliminated and tossed into the scrap pile. So again, make sure you tune back in next week. But let's go ahead and dive into our final best of 3 of the night here on ES Champ ProBots. Zozo versus Eris. Let's go.
Team Eris's
Eris.
Sam Ogons.
Zozo.
All right, Ender Sword, you are correct. It is a worker rush.
Does appear to be.
Does appear to be. Now, we might see this update coming into play in any moment, so you can see the workers all single filing, but will they take a good engagement by stacking in the mineral line? You can see them going straight for it, but it might be to their detriment. They're going for that little pocket, but they take so many hits on the way there from these drones that I think that was just a little too much. Or was it? Now the drones are afraid. They're like, oh no, you're in our pocket. We can't do anything. Okay, no, they are going to engage here. 16-9. Let's just keep track of workers here. This is going to be a quick series, everybody. We're going to wrap things up quickly. I think Eris has this one under control.
Yeah, and
once
Eris,
the-
you'll notice, is doing like mining here to basically just keep replacing any
Yeah.
drones that are lost.
Oh yeah, there's 20-9
Yeah,
now. So yeah, unless you have like the perfect micro with
good.
ultimate shield regen, which even then the drones are going to heal. Yeah, Eris has this under control. One did die, I will say. Yeah, the probes did just get one right there a moment ago. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little blood splatter there. 20-9, still 9 probes. Still 9 probes. I guess maybe we'll have to wait until the spawning pool comes out before they can get. Oh, they get another drone. One at a time, Endersword. One
Yeah.
at a time. That's how you win.
There.
Oh,
Got a probe though. Yeah. See, the
Oh,
probes cannot be replaced. The drones can.
yes. So yeah, no, drones getting killed here is not a big deal. Yeah, no, this I think this is going to go to Eris in the end here. Just a matter of time. Yeah, yep, 20-7. Nice little attempt. Obviously there's a lot of success. We see Ketrock do it, where he gets into that little nook and drones. This time though, you don't want to do that when you have to go through a whole slew of workers and just take a bunch of shots on every single side. And like all these probes took damage from that initial moving through into this pocket, which, yeah, just cripples you. Okay, well, still a little bit of a standstill. Only 13 minerals. So, yeah, no more drones coming out for
6.
Eris at the moment. No spawning pool will be able to be produced anytime soon. 19 workers to 6. I got nothing else to say.
Is not mining as much though now. Yeah, okay, there we go. 5, 4.
Boom. Okay, yeah, there it comes in. Yeah. Just delaying the inevitable.
3.
3, 2, 1. All right, game 1 goes to Eris. All right, well, Zozo with the worker rush, not gonna cut it against Eris. Eris is too good for that. We might need to wait till next week to see it go up against Dovahkiin to have some success. But I think Eris has just got this on lock. There's no way he's going to lose game 2 to a worker rush, right?
Yeah, it would be hard to see.
GG!
Yeah,
I like the
hard to
GG
see
logic.
happen there.
At least he GG's out when all the probes die. That's good.
Yeah, that is good. He didn't keep one. I kind of wonder, given the length of time that took, could he have kept one at home? And
oh, absolutely, he could have rebuilt in that whole time because Eris was not mining for a lot of that. No spawning pool ever came down. Yeah, and that's what Ketrock does. That's what makes his successful, is it's got a rebound, worked in, which, give it time. Again, this is Zozo's first season, and I personally think it's great that we still have a worker rush bot making it in, because it does keep these bigger, better bots on their toes. These bots that are so seasoned and veteran and can just handle just about anything. You better make sure your worker defense logic is tight, because it can still hit you hard if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, definitely. And the way that people deal with it kind of differently, like going into that little pocket, often the other person just kind of attacks. But by being passive on that and saying, well, I'm not going to attack you in there, you come and get me then. I think you could really optimize that to be like, as long as they're not attacking, speed mine off these 4 patches.
Yeah.
And you just overwhelm them very, very quickly.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. All right, well, we're going to find out here. Game number 2 is ready. And again, make sure you check out our Crown Club if you have not already. Tomorrow night, we will be doing PostBots, our fun little after show. And Shark Nice, author of Sharkbot, who we just saw last series, will be joining us tomorrow night. So make sure you come hang out, chit-chat with us, maybe play a game, watch us play a game, however that works. Maybe we'll let you play with us. We'll see. All right, game number 2 between Zozo and Eris is ready. Let's go.
Team Eris's.
Eris.
Sam Ogons.
Zozo.
What?
And off they go. Eris does the geyser trick.
Nice.
To get extras. Oh, he's expanding this time. Different.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
He cancels. He sees it.
Yeah.
He knows. The Overlord spots it, and Eris pulls back to a defensive posture here. And this time the workers are gonna. Yeah. Oh no, never mind. I thought they were gonna go down along the bottom side of the base and not take nearly as many hits as they get in there. But
it's weird that they split up at all.
Yeah, they both, like, some went bottom, some went top. That was interesting. You think they'd all go the same path? Huh.
Scarlett was telling me. So we did the post spots about the guy that does the ray tracing to gauge.
Yeah, like the map analyzer tool. Yeah.
So what she was showing me was something that she put together that looks at the location of all minerals on the map and all the workers that you have, and then the pathing you have to each mineral. So that at all times, we've seen the people go into a corner to group everything up so they move together. Mm-hmm. She could do that at all times from anywhere on the map.
Ah, well, it's almost like drawing a map with like old shipping routes or something.
Yeah.
Like.
So you basically know if you've got a group of like 10 workers that get out of sync, she knows exactly where to click to make them stack up again. and then move together.
Gotcha.
So that sort
that
of
is
thing.
a big part of it, is moving together in a
Yeah.
big stack initially. That's what Ketrock does,
Yeah.
and that's how he's so successful with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you come across single file like that, you're just going to take so many hits.
Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise you get this. Like if you come in two different directions, obviously that's fatal.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, Eris is going to be able to clean this up and win. Looks like game 1 here. But hey, nice little attempt. Zozo making sure these bots are on their toes. And this could work against Dovahkiin next week. Again, all the updates are submitted for this last bit here. So Dovahkiin will have been updated as well, I believe. And yeah, we'll have to see if he can hold the worker rush as Zozo throws at him with this little update here to get into the pocket. We'll see, because again, Eris deals with this, sees it coming. Not every bot necessarily deals with this in the same way or even appropriately. So it could absolutely still work next week. But Zozo will get knocked down, and Eris takes game number 2 and a 2-0 victory, securing her spot in the top 8. We have our first 4 top 8 bots, Endersword. We did it. We did it.
Do indeed.
Good job, everybody. Hey, great job, bot authors. Great games tonight, by the way. Let's go and take a look at our brackets for next week and see what we've got coming up here. Again, we've got 4 more eliminations next week. 4 of the bots that you just saw lose tonight will go up against another opponent in their bid to move into the round of 8. And again, only 4 of those bots will move on, so 4 of them will get knocked down. Here's Group A. So Spud got knocked down and will be facing Phantom Bot for a Terran versus Zerg. That's going to be a fun one.
It will.
I like that. Phantom Bot's looking
pretty strong. Phantom Bot's strong. Yeah.
Phantom Bot took a game off -0, man.
Yeah, and Spud took a game off Micro Machine.
There you go.
Yeah. So what are you gonna?
At some point, yes, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Not in this group, but at some
Not in
point,
this
yes.
group.
Definitely yes.
I might take
All
a
right,
look.
Group B here. So again, one of these bots will get eliminated. Kaninana versus Dominion Dog.
Yes.
That should be interesting as well.
Kaninana took a game off Micro Machine today, and
Now
Dominion
that
Dog
is
did.
impressive.
And did Dominion Dog take one in the first round?
Yes,
forget.
you did.
He did,
You are
right?
correct. You are correct.
both
your
are 2 and
your
1.
sense is
Yeah.
strong. Now this is Group B is really going to be close for this next spot here. Yeah, Kaninana and Dominion Dog is. Yeah, that's going to be a close one. All right. Yeah, we had two ace matches in Group B. That's impressive. Two ace matches in Group A as well so far, actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Group C. Sharkbot versus Benbot will be going up against each other. Ketrock taking the 2-1. Moving on, and yeah, that one's going to be interesting too. I guess we'll have to see if Benbot is up to date with his holding cheese.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this is some finely aged cheese out of Sharkbot, so we'll have to see how he can handle that. But yeah, Ketrock secured his spot, and then Group D, we just had our final securing of spots here in the round of 8. Eris will move in there, and Zozo versus Dovahkiin will duke it out next week.
Yeah.
We'll see if Dovahkiin can hold the worker rush or not. That'll be Zerg versus Zerg. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
No.
No? Wait, Dovahkiin's not.
So
wait.
Zozo's a.
Oh, Zozo, I'm
just-
sorry.
Yeah.
Dovahkiin's, I'm dumb. Dovahkiin is not Zerg. Wait.
No, Dovahkiin is. Zozo
Yeah,
is
Dovahkiin is Zerg. Wait, what do you...
Zozo is not Zerg.
Oh,
Zozo-
yeah, I'm dumb. I
Zozo's
was
a
just thinking...
Protoss. We just saw
I
him
got
play Eris
super
and stuff.
confused. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry. I was talking about Dovahkiin
Yeah.
and saying Zozo. Anyway, it will not be Zerg versus Zerg. Yeah, Terran versus Zerg. Ignore me. I'm tired. I'm ready for my Thanksgiving dinner, which
Protoss.
is hours late. So hopefully you all enjoyed tonight, because I had a great time. Great games. Endersword's going to go and rest his weary eyes now and have a nice evening, hopefully.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Good job, everybody. Great games tonight. Big shout out again to our bot authors and to our production, keeping things running, looking smooth. And join us tomorrow night if you are in the Crown Club for Post Bots. That will be live in the Discord, same time, same place here on ES Champ ProBots. And if not, join us next week for Week 5. No, it's done. Show's over. I was going to say we'll see you, if not then, we'll see you Week 5, but bye. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Micro.